Survival in the Scottish Highlands is unforgiving. You can piece together a decent homestead, but between the freezing winters, the cramped quarters, and the dangers, things can go south fast. It's a constant grind to keep the clan alive. I'm rushing to harvest crops, hunting to survive the frost, and saying goodbye to elders. It's a humble life, but it takes its toll. Just when I thought the priorities were set and tech is getting unlocked, nature literally can strike at any point. We claim our own fresh plot of wilderness. Today, we're building our very first medieval Scottish settlement completely from scratch. Let's see how it goes, and let's get to work. Well, here we go, Clanfolk. Yes, this is another colony sim in medieval Scotland, basically. We are going to be our own little Scottish clan and get stuck in. So we're going to just turn off this variable skill potential, but everything else is going to be default. This is what we're doing with settings, so turning up lakes a little bit and mountains, turning off floodplains, well, a little bit, keeping the world map, and the seed is 6192627. Okay, this is how it's looking. Very, very good. There's some ores and bits knocking about. We'll decide probably where we want to go, but these areas are really good. We're going to need to be by a water source to get that food anyway. I'm going to keep it classic. There's a whole bunch of different settings you can do, but we're not doing that. We are firstly going to pick who we want to be. Wallace. Now, as it's like the reddish black colors, and I love those two together, that is what we're going with for Liberty. Now you can set up a full custom here. We're going to go with a fresh start because admittedly I am very, very new to Clanfolk. I have played the absolute basics, so I'm going to be kind of going through. I'm going to turn off the tutorials there and I'm going to sell the animals, but I want to bring in a cat. And then the rest I'm going to spend on food, and we'll bring in a bunch of food with us. So we start with 2 seniors, 2 adults, 2 juveniles and 1 baby. So we have 3 kids with our main 2 really. And from what I can see, we've got people, they all have different skills, but we'll go through all of that anyway. I'm very, very advanced player in like colony sims, but not so much in Clanfolk. So we'll see how this goes. And here we go. And the music is so gorgeous in this. I'm just going to pause it up. And what I'll say to you guys is if you do have tips, obviously chuck them in as well. I'm always open to that because I love to learn for the next playthroughs. Now, it started us off by these areas. So as we can see, we want to get going, right? We've got some berry bushes and stuff. We just need to sort that bit out. But the main thing we're going to do to get started is get some basic beds and stuff in and do a bit of gathering and all that sort of stuff, and the zones. So let's start by opening up the skills here and let's take a good look. So you just drag these and it will basically, what they're good at, like hauling, we'll make sure they're near the top as well, that kind of thing. And as you click one, it highlights it all for everyone. Not that I want hauling to be relatively high anyway, right? We don't want things to be not moved around. And because everyone can get better at the skills, I think this is okay. Now, some of the main things, obviously medic does make sense at the top. And things like crafting and clay work for you, as an example, is going to come to the top. And the other people don't really like it, so we'll kind of do that. Make sure these guys are all crafting. And hunting, well, I think honestly, that's not too bad. And what I'll do is move these things around as we go along, but I'm not going to be messing too much with it. Weaving, tailoring, crafting, and hauling. Bit of cooking there. Actually, who is better? Right, as you're better at cooking, we're going to put that at the top and then crafting second. So we've got a little bit of this. Basically, when you're not crafting, you're cooking. And when you're not cooking, you're crafting. That'll do for now. They're the main 2 things. Now, we've got our resources at the top. And then you'll have this ideas tree. This is how we unlock new stuff. So as we kind of just gain experience by doing things, we unlock stuff anyway. It's not done through points. So us just doing any actions will slowly but surely unlock all of this on the tree. And the tree is pretty big. So we can go all the way down as to what you'll see here into some pretty more advanced stuff. So full on bee skeps and all that sort of stuff as well, which is nice. So first things first, we're going to set our sleep zones. And remember, we have 7 people, so we'll just stick 7 sleep zones there. We've got a wash zone, so they can wash over here, and then drinking we'll have up this end, right? That's kind of good. I like to pretend that, obviously, oh no, actually. Yeah, it's going to flow downstream. So they're drinking from the top and washing down below. And we're slowly going to start. So what we'll do is kind of get gathering going. So I'll probably gather some berries from you. Why not? Don't know if there's any mushrooms, and then we'll do things like chopping and all that sort of stuff as well. And there it is. Look, food stockpiles. So things start to unlock as we do little bits. So food item hauling, let's stick it just out this way, really. That's fine. Let's get like maybe a 4 block of food just for now there. There's a little red X there, but... So they'll put all of our scran on that bit. I'm going to play quite slow until I just kind of get used to the bits. And then the other one, we'll do some gathering of branches. And there's quite a few that we're going to need. And then we'll gather some stones as well. I see a bunch of stones over here. We're going to need all this for building anyway. I'm genuinely really excited to start this one. Now, we'll need to kind of figure out, I think main starts of buildings. This is a really nice plain over here, right? Look at this. We've got some, what's that? Oats. Nice. So there's a load of stuff that we're going to need. But anyway, we've got to be careful because we're getting certain things. So branch pile. Let's get one of those so you guys can kind of stick that over there. And then we get a work zone, which is basic crafting, right? Crafting ingredients as well. Let's kind of just put them together for now. And then we'll get a little work zone by it as well. Let's just rotate. Where should we put it? We've got to cut down these trees when we can. But we'll just stuff the work zone down here for now then. That'll do nicely. And I'll let these guys just keep gathering. Again, branches, we're going to need a whole bunch of them anyway, so it's not a problem. You have this task list, so this will kind of determine the things that they're going to have to work through. So if I click it, you can see the jobs. The idea is to not have this number go too high, I'm assuming then. So we'll see. Oh, this is like a bit of a bog and a swamp here. That means there's going to be like clay to collect, right? There's stones sitting in there as well. That's quite nice. Oh, there's this 100% harvest only. I'm going to do that. That's good. We're going to stick to gathering berries and gathering stones. So let's see if there's any... Good thing is you can just do a big drag area and they'll just go and collect all the stones in that area. It's actually really handy. And we'll keep all this kind of moving. Now, do you believe there's like trade and stuff on the world map with other clans? All that sort of stuff? Oh, stone stick sickle. So inside of our crafter then, I think we can start crafting certain things. Now this, I need to be careful. We probably want this higher priority here, but that's okay. Stone sickle takes branch and stones, and then you can craft these guys up. Now, there's this option to do repeat build queue, so I'm assuming if we click it, they'll automatically do these. Is there a way to do until? That's what I want to know. Ah, set auto supply. Look at this. Okay, so we'll say automatically do 3 stone sickles. We're going to need some kind of storage stats. There's a little like settings icon next to it. That's nice. So we'll be doing some crafting there. Now, is there a spoilage rate on these? We've got to be careful, haven't we? So berries. Keep dry. Grow in spring and summer, but also rot quickly. Okay. Well, we've other harvest plants. Look at this. So is this where we start then grabbing other things? What are these? I mean, let's harvest some. I have no idea, but we're going to take it down. There's little things that we need to do anyway, and then we'll keep gathering branches. I'm going to have to go a bit further afield for some branches here and some stones. Quite a few over this way as well. I see fish, so I'm going to want to set that up soon, right? If I click ideas, then we can kind of see... We've got down this way, haven't we? And I can see here 400 stones. If I gather those, we'll unlock these. And then we're kind of down here, harvest plants, which is good. Okay, so all kinds of food and all that sort of stuff. And then reeds down here as well. So we need to collect a bunch of straw, which I think we're getting from these guys, right? We are. Cool. And it's quite endearing, really, isn't it? It's really peaceful. Now, I'm going to see if there's any mushrooms, because it says pick mushrooms. I don't see anything. Hey, there's some. Just casually go around the map, kind of hitting up the mushrooms, because they're going to last longer than berries, right? We got quite a bit of dried food anyway, so there's some more in here, though. And I see a thresher that has now unlocked, so we're going to hit one of these. I think thresher, what I'll do is try and keep it similar around this way. I'll make sure my stockpiles are good, so we'll just hit up, like, a bigger ingredients pile, and I'll stick little crafter bits in here. Obviously, this is all going to move. I'm just dumping it in for now for what we need. I see floors, a gravel path. So we have environment buffs and debuffs as well, and a speed bonus, which is nice. Maybe a little gravel path along this way is actually not a bad idea. Although it does look like we need some kind of axes. And our sickles have started as well, which is nice. Hey, look at this. We've unlocked hay seeds and oat grain. And what's that? Eel trap. Here we go. So if we place some eel traps then... a best way to kind of plant these, but we're going to put them in and see if we can capture ourselves some eels. Hey, we can get maybe 4. I don't know how prevalent they are, but we'll give it a go. And we've unlocked our first bit of fence as well. When I set up farms, I think obviously we look like we've got some pretty good farm areas over here, so we're good for that. Just having a look at some of these. There's some neeps there. That's kind of something we probably want, isn't it? Because neeps can be moved into some kind of farming. If I'm opening this where I have a look... We can then turn those into some kind of food, which is pretty cool. And in here, we're going to make some hayseed. I don't know what the best thing to do on this, actually. Auto supply. Maybe 50 hayseed. I'm going to do this the same to each. I don't know if this is the best way of doing it. Yeah, so we've got them all set. So we've got hayseeds, oat grain, flax stems, and straw. So they're going to get those kind of moving as well. I've set a kind of limit on all of them. I'm going to be doing that across the board. Now, what's this? Need more cleaning. Maybe we need another wash zone then. I can wash there. Food, we have a cooking fire. So I believe the circle means that they spit out fire in those zones. So it can set things on fire. So we've got to be careful with that. I mean, let's just go... Over here is fine, I think. We'll just stick it in there. Oh, a little pet zone. I almost forgot about that. Let's have a little cat zone there. Farming and livestock. We have the thresher, which we have over here, don't we? I'm in an iron whether we need 2 of these. But we'll see. But it looks like we're coming into our first night anyway. And we're looking all right. We got some straw. We got hay. Got all that sort of stuff. So I should be able to harvest now. Reeds. And I believe in this game you need a whole bunch of these suckers. So I'm going to go all the way along the river. And then probably replant afterwards as well. That's a lot of harvesting jobs for them to do. I must have already been starting then, actually. That's good. So we just need to gather more. And it looks like then we can replant it. Sorry, I get it. Oh, we've unlocked a few things then. Cooked eel, flammable blocker, a blocker, and a stone hoe. So I guess straight away then we're going to put stone hoe in there. But we're going to say always supply 3 of those as well. Why not? Might put that on the highest. I'm not going to put it emergency boost like it says there, but I'll have that. I'm assuming 1 is the best. And then we've got that flammable blocker, which I should probably put round this guy. Now, cooked eel. Let's say always have 5 of those suckers if you can do them. Probably say keep lit on that as well. It's always nice to have the fire. What's this? Auto haul. Crafters will haul items to storage as they're produced. Yeah, let's turn that one on as well. So whoever's cooking will go ahead and do that. Hold on. I think it's the other way. Raise priority, more important. I'm an idiot. So we'll go to 10 on that just to make sure crafting is higher priority. Same with the seeds. Feel like that's quite important. Look at our little path coming in as well. Probably not ideal, but okay. We have crops, so we can replant reeds, which is really nice. So you can go ahead and just drag that to be planted then, which is going to be handy as well. So as we carve them down, we're going to replant them as well. And I see trees, but it's not necessarily... Oh, berry bush. Okay. We can plant some berry bushes too. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if it's just the right play, but I'm going to do it anyway. That sounds cool. And we'll stop items from being blocked here. So flammable blocker, because of that little circle, we're just going to go ahead and stick that around it. So any time the fight, see this here, that can turn on fire, can't it? And we've unlocked a poop hole and a stone axe. Of course we have. So again, with the stone axe then, let's maybe go for 4 of those. And then maybe we need to get ourselves a poop hole. Right, you can go and have your dump over here for now. That'll do. Just one little poop hole. And I'm just going to keep going through ideas so I can see what needs to be unlocked. So we're going to catch that anyway, aren't we? The seed stuff, we're going to... When we make them, we'll get those. And then grass is hayseed as well. So coming down here, what do we get? Looks like farming is coming in of some kind. So how do we unlock these patches? Onion seeds, neep seeds. So we just need them to come and harvest the neep and then turn those into it, which looks to be the case. And looks like we've unlocked a stockpile for seeds. So I am going to put these stockpiles in because it's important that we don't have to worry about them. We are going to run out of space eventually, but we'll unlock all the storages. I'll get a little house up eventually. I don't know how far away we are. There it is. Dirt patch, tilled soil, and sleeping straw. So I think sleeping straw is probably a really good idea, right? I think I can go ahead and just slap these over this way. And this should make them a little bit happier. What do we have here? Clear bushes, clear stumps, clear trees, logs, and a stone pick. Right, we seem to be moving super fast now. So we're going to turn up the stone picks to 4 as well. I just need someone to focus craft. So I don't know whether to emergency boost this. Let's do that. So someone goes ahead and hits the tools for us. And we're generally going to start clearing this area then. If we go clear trees, I want my first house in this bit. Clear stumps, clear bushes. There isn't much over here to clear. And I genuinely want to start this area. And what do we have for farming? Animal bed. Yeah, we'll give you a little animal bed as well. Why not? Now, soil, we can till. This is basically a farming area, right? So let's assume then we're going to go somewhere over this way. If we till maybe that, and then another one over here. I don't know the size of farms to do, so we'll start with something like that and get a little fence around it. And then we'll build a dry stone fence. That'll be nice, I think. Just to stop any of those pesky animals getting in. Have we got a little door for it as well? I'll probably just do that. We'll get a door in. Leave this open for now, though. That looks like something that could be a farm, right? All right, I'm going to hit a bit of a clear trees as well, so we can hit this up. As you can see, our task list is super high, so I'm just going to let them kind of catch up a little bit. But it will go down pretty quickly as these get built and stuff, so we'll be all good. You just want to make sure they have somewhere to at least sleep, so it isn't too uncozy. I think I didn't set the eels, so we auto number. Let's just kind of leave the eels at 10. So as they're done, they'll get them in. And I think that... Does that go? Yeah, it goes across the board. So that's globally. As they plant these, we should be able to catch eels and cook them up. All right, we've unlocked mining and that sort of stuff as well. I'm not going to hit that up. We do have a tools stockpile now as well. So we'll go ahead and probably hit one of these. Probably start moving this way. Let's get tools over that end. Can't lie, guys. It's absolutely adorable. I'm sure I'm doing something completely wrong here as well, but it's fine. So far, we seem to be moving. I've just got to make sure food comes in. This is good, though. So we've just unlocked a butcher block, stone pile, braiding spot, and a straw pile. I'm actually happy about all the storage spots because we can separate them out. So let's get them all kind of separated. And we've got the braiding spot. A place to braid twine and slowly spin fibers. Let's start moving out this way then. So we'll start clearing out all of this, the ideas that we've got here. Now hunting, we got a butcher block. Produce meat and hides. Let's put the hunting block out this way as well. We have our first cooked eel. I see Matthew, he's already chomped on it though. You cheeky. I'm just getting in what they ask for here. So need oat sheafs as well and need flax sheafs. There's a lot of work, but I've put in extra drinking spots, extra poop holes, all that sort of stuff. They're all good. I'll just let them sleep it through though. Right, we have a place to store corpses. So, I mean, if it happens, go and stick your corpses over there, but we don't necessarily need to worry about it. Thinking about moving some of these stockpiles over now, so let's try and go a little bit this way, because it is genuinely where I probably want to build. So as you can see, we've got a bit of farming over this way. I can go the other side of the water, to be fair. Maybe I'll get first, like, longhouse over this way, just for some beds and stuff, and then a bit of a craft room. I don't know. We'll keep it pretty basic just as I get through. The idea is to prep ourselves for the first winter, right? On day 3 of the summer at the moment, I don't have a clue how long a season is, so I've got to be really careful. But I'll just kind of prep through and see if I can get enough food going. And there is hunting as an option as well. I just need to keep an eye on the ideas for when we get there. But I see like log walls coming up. We're not far. We just got to cut down some more trees. So just got to wait for them to get through some of this, really. Yeah, snare kit. There we go. So we'll get some rabbits and then hide rack there. Okay, all of this is going to be good. Now I'm going to look up building and see who's the best at that. So what I'm going to have to do is get maybe one of these leveling up on it then. So if I get, because you guys aren't doing too much else, who's best at farming too? You're the best. So we want to keep you farming, and then gathering we want to keep relatively high. And then the other side is going to be, yeah, the building. So if we get building on you, we'll just stick you permanently doing that. Okay, we found a log pile. That's good. So let's move our log pile this way, because we're going to be working with building very soon, aren't we? There we go. Already got it. So snare kits. Wow, how did I get so quick on that? So snare kits are craftable, aren't they? So what we'll do with these is set maybe 3 snare kits for now. I did see some rabbits down here, so I assume you got to find the rabbit hole, similar to like Don't Starve or something, and do it via that. We'll give it a go. And a rock heap. Large rocks and bog iron. Let's get you over this way as well then. We'll get 2 of those over this side, and cooked meat. That's always good. We'll set a bit of a limit on cooked meat as well. Why not? I don't know how many meals we want. There is 7 of them, so maybe I should aim for 7. And there's the snare. So, snares, we're going to look for this and see if we can capture some. I'm still concerned because our task list is quite high. I see rabbits over here. Ooh, there's beans over here too. Right, let's hold fire a second as we see them. What are they? Bean patch. Let's grab those. Lots of beans. That's something we can grow. What is all this? We'll grab the heather as well. There's one. You see that? So there's a rabbit hole there. We're going to go ahead and stick a snare by this. And I'm going to hope that captures them. Oh, look at all these oats. So looking around pays off quite substantially then, doesn't it? And there's the flax. I've just been looking around for it. I spent some time. We're going to harvest that flax then. That's pretty handy. Is there any more? At least I know what it looks like now. So it's got, yeah, it makes sense. Slightly purpley tips with the white. I've unlocked the stone roof and stuff now, so I should be able to build a house very soon. Task list going down slowly, which is good. Just want to let them finish off what they're doing before I commit. Okay, I found loads. There's loads of flax up here, so we'll go ahead and hit extraction for that. And I've just seen another rabbit hole over this way as well. So let's get another snare next to this one. And planting, we have crops and grass and reed. Not something we need just yet. But we did unlock trees as well, which I'll set up later. We've got a nice bit of a forest by us, so it's not too bad. Now, we are going to need to obviously still click clear trees and just get a bunch of logs in. And they're building this slowly, which is nice. Yeah, we're looking good. There's a good amount of food now coming in from this. I see lots of mushrooms. Now, I need a way to, like, dry them and stuff. That would be nice. But look at this. Christopher hitting the farmer. It is time. And then we need to have a little look on these. So how much more do I need? I think it was 100 wood for the log wall, and then you have like a straw wall. Twine. Am I not making twine yet? It's not been built yet, has it? All right, it's being built now. And there's the twine. Right, let's get this moving as well. So I don't know how much of this stuff we need. I think we'll just try like 50 for now. And we've just unlocked a crazy amount of stuff. A simple bow. That always sounds good, right? Let's get 4 of those as well. It's doing pretty well crafting anyway. And then we've got a load of storage bits that we can get going. So I'm probably just going to move all of these over. So hide rack, though, we'll keep by the butcher table for now. There's also a rat trap. Never a bad idea. If one comes along, we'll capture it. And weaving tailory, simple weighted loom used to produce cloth very slowly. I'm not going to put that down yet. We're going to start getting these in. So 5 logs plus 5 twine makes a haystack. Now, let's move the haystack up by the side of the farms. And let's look at general storage. So it did come up with this. Let's get a general stockpile just out the front here. So anything that doesn't have room, dump it in there. And then a tool rack. So a couple of tool racks. Let's assume that we're going to put them... Well, let's start by dumping them this way then. It's actually a rabbit hole right there. That's actually amazing. So if we get 2 tool racks there. And yes, I'm aware I'm putting a lot of stuff down, but I'm going to put a snare next to that rabbit hole as well. We're going to see if we can come up with something. And there's our straw door, walls, all that sort of stuff. I'm actually going to wait and we're going to go for logs. Right, we have our log walls. Where should we get our first house then? So this is effectively going to be the sleeping spot. What are these before we go? They're broad beans. Kind of need them. Try and grab these broad beans. But yeah, the idea is, I mean, we're going to harvest them down anyway, right? I want to put the house here. So we're going to put log walls. Now, I kind of want a bit of an L shape starting maybe from here. Let's leave a bit of a wider gap though. And it doesn't need to be anything crazy. I don't think we're going to flood. Now, this is going to be relatively large, I guess. This is cool though. I like the idea of having like an L shape like this. And then we'll need some kind of like door. So if we get a straw door over this side, maybe that's the only place. And then I might separate this out. But I was going to, I'm thinking like a bit of a, just a bedroom really. That should do. In regards to a roof, we're obviously going to want to put that over the top as well. So it'll be that. I think that's how it works. I don't know. But as you can see, we have officially hit the farming here as well. I need to figure out how to do this. I think we just need to make the seeds, don't we? We do. So we need to make... No, flax seeds as well. I'm going to put this priority up on this one. I'm going to auto haul. I want auto haul set for all of these actually, so they're just done better. Obviously, task list is humongous, mostly building and harvesting though, so that's fine. Once the hauling's out the way, that number should drop pretty quickly. What's our other basic needs? We've got wall torches. I mean, is it possible that they're going to burn stuff down? Most likely, so I've got to be careful. What I'll probably do with the beds as well, guys, is break them down and then rebuild rather than packing them up. And with the tool racks, I think I'm going to go ahead and destroy this tool storage here. So we're starting to kind of move, and they should go onto these. Not sure how many they hold, so we'll see in a moment. And we seem to be capturing some kind of rabbits or something, so it's looking good. I'm not sure if this is the right play with the berries. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel the berry setup. And we'll try and focus it on getting the seeds instead. I think that's more important. And we do have an inventory of... It's mainly oat grain I probably want to get, and then let those guys get the rest. But we're back under 500, so should slowly go down. Little Sophia trying to do nothing. Little run around baby. Need to be careful of our happiness as well, if I'm honest. Looks like the log building, though, already happening. You legend. This is good. And we've unlocked a hide shelf. Now, all the storage ones I am going to put in, and what I'll start doing, like a hide shelf. Let's think bedrooms up here until we kind of separate them out. Let's just start putting some storage inside. Hey, we're on to some branch barn doors, a branch gate, and some straw windows. I'm not going to bother with any windows yet. Or should I? I mean, it's kind of nice, isn't it? How much is a straw window? Go on then. We'll have a little window or two out the side here, and maybe two up this side as well. Why not? Now, I actually think we need more tools, so I'm going to go ahead and also get another storage spot. Let's start moving some tool racks in here then. So let's imagine this is a... Actually, you know what? Let's stick them here for now. When I decide where my workshop's going to be, we'll move all that stuff in, because you can pack it up and move it. It looks like it can hold 6 at a time, so if we factor in the amount we're making, that's a good setup right there. And it looks like we've got a dump spot. There'll be fertile ground left behind, so this creates fertile ground. Let's get a dumping spot up here though, so we can potentially create that fertile ground if we need to. I know it's quite dark, but I'm going to set up a bit of a hunt wild animals on the deer. I've got it, I think I've got it 100%, so it's only going to kill these adults, I believe, which is probably a good idea. Now, I don't know, I'm thinking we build that up, because down here I just noticed to tell you the days of food. 2's fine, like we can hunt more, but we need to get some kind of growth ready and stockpile, because as we get through the seasons, we are going to need to consider that. So I may as well just get the supply up nice and high, right? Oh, what's this? Pluck on a stick. Well, we'll grab some pluck on a stick as well, then why not? Why the hell not, right? We are still pulling in, like, eels. So we got cooked meat. We got 10 cooked eels. So I could still keep this going. We're capturing quite a bit. I don't know how long it lasts, though. You do see this quality here. So is it... Oh, getting warm. Too warm. Getting old. So the quality dips -7 per second. And they have 25,200. I could work that out. I just can't be bothered. So we'll just keep an eye on it. As we can see, the raw is way less. So we may as well cook it off, right? Is what I'm thinking. So if we go... Maybe like just cook every piece that you get, maybe. That's quite sensible right now because it's going to be better than storing it. And we've got someone permanently cooking anyway. I'm just going to turn up the harvest of these beans to the highest so we can start getting those seeds. There we go. Out of nowhere, we got 4 days of food. Awesome. Roasted neeps. Ah, roasted neeps. Okay. Can I plant those yet though? We're wondering if we... Oh, log bridge. Look at this. You can set a little log bridge from this. So I kind of want to build over the water. So I'm going to set a log bridge there as well, because there's a nice bit of land here. There's a lot of building we still need to do, but I've got some logs, so it's all good. And we can do bean patch. Boom. That's what I want. So I'm thinking neeps on my next one. So I just need to find those suckers. Which one was the neep? There they are. I'm going to try and harvest up the neepy boys, and we'll set these to be harvested ASAP. I actually don't know what neep is. Is it like a turnip? I have no idea. Okay, just Googled it. So a neep, yes, it's like a turnip or root vegetables. So Scottish way of saying it. There you go. See? Learning things. And then roasted neeps will hit those up as well. Because although I'm going to hold fire. I'm going to see what kind of rate they last for. I think that would be quite sensible. But I'm thinking if we get a better food, there's got to be like a better food shelf or something. But anyway, I'll let them finish these jobs and hopefully we can get the building finished then. And there's the neep patch. Perfect. So we're going to hit neeps on this one as well. So I'm hoping that works out quite well. And I'm going to look for some more bean patches and neep patches. I think that's quite important so I can actually continue to plant these suckers out. Right, there's a whole bunch of neeps down this end. There's a nice thing called clear all in here, so we're going to make sure we clear everything out the inside before we put a flooring in. Oh, what a game, man. This is awesome. I love Colony Sims. They are probably up there one of my favourite types of games anyway. Like, I wish we had even more to play. I know RimWorld exists. Everyone always tells me that. But I've played that a lot. Don't get me wrong. I just like a variety. So, but if that is something you want to see on the channel as well, let me know, because it's been many years since I've even played it. So I kind of have been thinking about doing each DLC till completion. So I was thinking about doing not complete vanilla. There's a couple of mods I used the last time I played, and just a couple of quality of life ones that I feel are much better. So I just play with those, but trying to do each ending, if that makes sense, through the DLCs. You'll have to let me know. Well, these seem to grow pretty quick. I'm just looking, we're on 16% on the neeps and the broad beans as well. You get a bunch of seeds once they're grown anyway, so maybe it won't be too bad a problem anyway. All along, there's literally flax right next to me, by the way. Just being an idiot. I don't know whether we need to grab that as well. What do we have here? Wildcat. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm just going to make sure I plant reed as well across the board so we don't run out, because we have harvested a whole bunch. So I'm just going to make sure all of that gets replanted. Now I'm going to move someone up to building secondary as well. So we've only got one on it. If I just highlight that a second, let's see if we can get someone. So you're our main weaver and tailor, Lilius, and because we're not doing any of that, why don't you go ahead and hit up some building as well? I know you're not very good, but you've got kid brain experience, so we can get you leveling up on that. Start speeding that up a little bit. There she goes. Because then once we've got these jobs, look, I can build the next building. That's what I'm thinking. And a heather patch. That's new. Okay. What does heather give us? Slow growing, but very beautiful. Just, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just mainly wanted food for the first year. Although these heather patches you can just stick in the ground, right? Might not be a bad idea just to stuff some in then. Let's do it with all of these. Grass, not so much, because that's all right. Trees, not so much as well, because we have a whole forest up here, so I'm not going to bother with that. But maybe the heather, because there might be a use for it later. Although adding to my task list every time, but most of it is building and farming, and obviously harvesting, so we'll be fine. Coming in nice now with her doing that work. As you can see, we are officially in. And I think I want to continue to get these walls and floors in as well. I'm just looking. We did, obviously, the gravel path. Now, we don't have... We got a little bit of stone, 132. And we've got that log bridge. I was more thinking I want to bring this up. And actually, I wanted to split this through the middle like that. So we're going to do that. Get path going all the way through. And they are building the bridge. This will be nice when it's done. A little bit quicker to come through, right? And it then means I've got all of this area to do as I see fit. And it's a lot of building area. I thought that would be quite a nice thing to do across the water. I don't see any food related stuff here. Would have been nice. How do I unlock food storage? There's a basket used to hold stuff. There's a herb rack. We need 8 more thistle. Then we can build a herb rack. That's actually pretty good. What else are we missing then along here? Let's see. Is there anything we haven't unlocked? So just farming stuff. That makes sense. Onions we haven't found. We're all good up there, aren't we? Meat rack. There we go. So if we build the weavery, we can build the meat rack and the mushroom rack. That makes sense. So let's get that weavery in. And a weavery, honestly, should we get this thing inside then? Let's move it. You know what? No, we'll keep it outside by this because this is going to be a bedroom mostly. I don't think I want that leather in there either eventually. And our bridge is done. Look at that. That's awesome. Might get another one down here eventually. I do need to fix the happiness side of things. Get their mood going. They're not too bad. If I can get these beds inside, it's probably the right thing. So I just need the building to happen. I don't know what age they hit before they die as well. Assuming this bar. Yeah, so when they hit 59843 seconds, is that when they die? So we've still got time. There's quite a bit of time left. Same can be said for the kids as well. So the baby changes into juvenile and we can have those working with us. But they stay juvenile for quite some time. Same with adult. So that's really cool, that little system. Everything works in seconds. All right, there it is. We've got the meat rack, the mushroom rack, and the sackcloth. So I'm going to put those storage items inside, actually. Although meat rack, yeah. We want them inside, don't we? Maybe this can be, actually, now that I think about it, a bit of a kitchen or something. I don't know. And then we'll get a mushroom rack by it as well. So I'll probably just have those two in there for now. Now, when this is built with a roof, I'm assuming they'll last a little bit longer. Right, we can make this sackcloth now. Let's set this up. I don't know how much we need. Might start with 10 because I'm not actually sure how much. Uses 10 twine to make 2 sackcloth. And so we'll go till 10 because we've got a bit of twine in stock. Now, good news is we have lots of crafting going on anyway, and we're all good. Task list is nice and down now. I just want this building to now be the focus. And there we go. We can hit dried mushrooms. I'm going to say forever. So just dry the mushrooms like crazy, because they are going to be the one that we're going to need, right? And anytime I get a chance, I'm going to go into the map and just pick mushrooms. A basketry and a curtain. Straw curtain. Very nice. We'll always try and pick mushrooms. There isn't many around, unfortunately, on this map, but I'll give it a go anyway. And as they grow, we'll hit it up. We're grabbing different ideas now. This is half planted. There's still a bit more that I need to get. A little bluebell patch as well. Maybe the bluebell patch can go by this, actually. Why not? And yeah, straw curtain. I think having these by the window is not a bad idea. I'm assuming that's what you do. No. Cancel that. Okay, we won't mess with the curtain yet. I have a feeling dried mushrooms are going to last a very, very long time. Do we still have some? We do. We got dried mushrooms here. If we look, 72,000 seconds, getting old. So they're pretty good. If we can have those inside on there, that's great. And same with dried meat. And then we'll move the food stockpile then inside, as well as the cooking. So if we just get like a food stockpile through here and we destroy this one out, let's get rid of that. And obviously basketry we're going to need in as well. So let's just dump a basket thing over this side too. And then get those beds moving. So I'm going to need to set up this guy, the cooking fire. So I'm just going to pack that one up. Hopefully it remembers all my stuff. Because I'm thinking we set it in here. So it's not going to cause a problem if I put it there. I'm going to turn priority up on the building to get it done ASAP. Same with the dry stone fence. Let's just get all this finished, please, guys. Moving pretty slow. We're a week in. Although, wow, we're gathering. That's the main thing, right? Just keeping a close eye on all this stuff. So we should be able to dry up some meats and that. Getting old, too warm. I don't know the best way of putting these in, really. Is it just a storage? Is that the same for mushrooms? No, this dries it, so we just need a... Is there like a mushroom rack? Well, there is a mushroom rack, but it doesn't store it. So storage-wise, there isn't a food store for this. So yeah, we need the dumping pile inside then. Good, we're getting a lot of building and clearing in now, which is fantastic. So hopefully we can get all of this done today. That would be nice. Now, food-wise, we're getting a little bit lower. So I probably want to either grab... Yeah, probably go berries. I don't want to go crazy because there's a good amount nearby and I don't need that many anyway. And we've just unlocked oats in farming also. Now, I'm not sure if I get those down now. I assume later on they're going to be pretty handy. Maybe we'll just stick with these two. I have no idea if this is the right way to go. I mean, growth is a little bit slow, but that's fine. There's still quite a lot out on the map. So if we want oat, we'll just grab that. We're working it down. Numbers are pretty good. As you can see, we're grabbing it all from over this side whilst the building finishes off. Now, logs getting a little bit lower, so we're going to need to set up some more stumps that we've got rid. So let's go ahead and do that. They give 5 logs each anyway. We want to clear this out. And there's kale as well. So really getting in some good stuff. Now, I'm going to get a little bit more thistle done because then we unlock the herb rack. Oh, there it is anyway. Perfect. So we're going to get one of those herb racks in as well. And I'll probably just stick the herb rack. Kind of makes sense for a herb rack to be outside, if I'm honest. So let's put it there. And let's clear these trees. And there it is. We're walled in. So just need this roof to come in and clear all this out now. And then we've got our own little place. But yeah, I'm not sure if you place these down, if I'm honest. If I go like flooring, the indoors is a minus, but you do get the speed bonus. I don't think I'm going to do it yet. I'm quite happy just to leave that. Because the gravel path, if you look outdoor, is a bonus to the environment. So we do want to keep those moving. And I genuinely want to set it up. So this will move. Let's think about this is gone. I'll get gravel path down here and we'll start building this end. Looking really good though. I can see all of the roof pieces coming on. I don't know if you need to cover it on the wall, but I'm doing it anyway. And it looks like we've just unlocked the basket. So that's the type of thing then which will be used for storage. And we got some nice decorations. Okay, that's why you'd use all that. That's nice. I'm assuming baskets get crafted over here and then we place them down there. Let's say always make 2. And twine, I think I'm going to put up to 100 because we need a lot of that. I got to set off 2 basic buildings now. They're obviously, these are all set to be higher priority. So I'll get these moved up and then we'll set up the next building down this way. And we are going to do log again. And what we're going to do is get some basic bits set up. I don't know what shape to do at the moment. I think we'll keep them pretty simple as houses though. So this is, we're going to have the elderly couple in one. I'm going to keep it open on this bit and then we're going to have the rest of the family in this one. So elderly couple plus these guys. And honestly, I want to have a nice shape to them. They're pretty big houses, but we're going to have, that's way too big actually. Now that's going to affect our rabbit hole too. So let's maybe bring it like that. And what we'll have is a door over this side and have a bit of a separator. For now, we'll have the basic bedroom in there. And then I can separate two bedrooms. So elderly couple in this one, other family in this one. We'll have the 2 straw doors. And then we'll have maybe a double window for you there. Let you guys have a couple of windows in there as well. And then flooring wise, I'm thinking about putting in the gravel path. And I'm going to go too wide down like this. So I do want to make it look nice. I don't know if this is really that sensible, but that does mean we'll need to then either mine gravel or gather stones. So, I mean, there's still quite a few stones down here. So we'll carry on just with the basic grabbing of it now. And then we should, there's a lot that they need to build. But hopefully they'll finish this one first. Oh, if you zoom out, you can see the roof. Nice. So I can kind of see where they're at then. That's awesome. Right, I've unlocked the flax field as well. This is really good news. But the main thing is I need to get these houses finished. So just keep going. The twine is in. We're all good. I should hopefully... Well, I'm letting them work it down. So as you can see, hauling, building is up front. The farming, gathering and all that is pretty low. So we're almost done on the old harvest. I'm looking at the numbers. I don't know what's good for the first winter. I have a feeling it's going to be 10 days. So we're going to have autumn coming up, which is going to be, what, low growth? I don't know if certain things grow at a time, but we're going to have these hopefully anyway. And then I'll go around kind of harvesting and hunting, and we'll see. I'm going to move the hide shelf outside as well. I feel like, when I'm zooming out, I feel like they can't put a roof over the top of it. And I'm going to have that as emergency as well. I'm just getting them installing and moving these things across as a bit of a priority. And there we go. Finally, it looks like one of our little cooking and crafting rooms is going to be completed. So really, really good job. Hopefully that they'll move down to these the next day or two, get these two built. We'll get the bedrooms in and we should be ready. Already looking like it looks. I love these games where you can zoom out and just see the colony grow. I have no idea what kind of scale we'll go to, but it's going to look nice either way. I'm going to start relocating some of the crafting and that inside. I think we'll just put them in here. There might not be the most efficient. I just don't want them over this way. We're completely moving from this area, right? I think that's the right play. A little bit dark. Let's get the fresher moved over. I'm hoping this doesn't affect what we've got set up. And then we'll move the stone piles and things like that over as well. I just want them all out here for now. Just out of the way. That one's okay. And we got a serving basket and a simple workbench. Things are moving on. So we might not need that thresher anymore then. So what's this? Place to store fruits and vegetables off the ground. Ah, perfect. If we just stick this in the pile, I'm just going to put it all in here for now. And then the crafting one, we're going to put the simple workbench. Inspires more complex ideas. So what we can do is get rid of that. Well done, guys. Get it all moved over. Already building the path now as well, which makes me quite happy. This is going to be awesome. So movement will be nice and quick. It'll just look nice as well, right? Yeah, I'm not sure whether we put torches in here. Hopefully, yeah, it does keep my stats, which is really, really nice. Let's get that moved out. And then we've got good room, haven't we? I think mushroom rack's okay to stay in here. And the meat rack is also okay to stay in here. At least we'll have somewhat resemblance of storage. And then I'm going to get a few different stockpiles in. So I've changed it now. We've got the general, but we're going to move the... We want an ingredients one. Let's just stuff that there. And to be fair, that's pretty much it. We've got our tool racks and got all our generic different storages, so we should be fine. And braiding spot. I think we can squeeze this one in here as well. So we'll have like a whole crafting area. It's a little bit dark. Once the fire's up, though, it shouldn't be, right? Keep lit, auto haul. Let's go. And I think roasted beans. Let's go ahead and hit up a bit of this now. Not loads, because we don't actually have them in store. So we'll have a little bit of each because we're on 1 day of food now. And what we'll do is go for another pick mushrooms. Again, no idea if this is the last day of summer, so I've got to be really careful. And let's maybe go hunt a couple of these hares down this end. I'm just going to have a look if there's anything else to hunt, like some deers and that as well. Obviously no bobcats. There's cats over this way too. What is that? That is a cat. I don't want to mess with you. They seem to leave us alone, those bobcats, but they do... it looks like we are going to get some mushrooms. And there are a few berries on the map. So if we get those, they might last a little bit longer. Let's grab them. And there we go. A little bit of light in here. Good bit of cooking coming on. And what's that then? Serving basket already getting pretty full. I imagine it's going to last a lot longer in here. Does say it's too warm though. I don't know if there's a way of creating a cooler space, if I'm honest, but that's fine. So if I look at this wall torch, throws sparks. So it'll throw sparks outwards if we put it on, which isn't ideal then. As long as I don't put anything by the door, we might be alright. I think I'll put one there. We'll see how we get on with that. And we've just hit up some new ideas. A flute. Oh, we're going to have to craft a flute for sure. Let's always have a flute then. Let's always have a simple peat spade or 3. Let's go with 3. Probably get some more tool racks in. I'm actually quite happy with this. There's a standing torch. Okay, I don't want to put too many of them down just yet. And what else? A sewing bench. Now, place to make primitive clothing. I'm not sure on that yet. This is in. Let's go keep lit on the wall torch as it's inside. Why not? It's extra work they've got to do, but that's fine. There's actually a rat in there too. Yeah, they don't like the no lighting actually as well. And I think the flute will give them happiness. So that's quite good. Now gather clay, which is found on shoreline. I need to remember that, but it's not something I need right now. Yeah, okay. So each one is 10 days. So we're now just in autumn. So we really do need to get these up. I've set them a bit higher priorities. Hopefully they'll come and hit up the building. There's not too many tasks to do other than crafting. So we should be fine. I just need this one to get lit so they stay a bit happier. There we go. Hopefully we don't set everything afire, but that looks cool. So we might need some torches and stuff in here. Maybe I'll get the beds moved down. Can I assign a bed to a certain person? Okay, toggle owner you can. So we'll get the 2 elderly in this one, as I say. And let's make sure we get these straw roofs on as well. No messing. We'll have everything we need on this. Oh, we've unlocked wet peat brick as well. That's obviously going to be something better. Let's get that moved over. Task list obviously is very high. The building is going to come in though. There we go. There's one door already. I just want to get their bedrooms done and then I think we're all good just to move into getting even more. Now, days of food seems to be okay. Just having a little look. We've got some cooked meals and lots of dried mushrooms. So I need to keep that moving. Wondering whether we hunt one of these suckers. We just... Tomcat. It's not even anything bad. Oh, you can tame them. I can't right now, but you can tame them. Looks like we're now catching eel again. They were slowing down on that, but that's actually really good. So we can keep this going. I think it's because I don't have... Let's go to auto supply to 15. Just to keep that moving as well. And now we have somewhere to actually store the food. It should last a little bit longer. Yeah, roasted neeps. Definitely going to last longer on here. And the cat. Wow, the cat just killed the rat. So we don't even need this. Let's get rid of that. That's actually why I brought it in the first place. The only thing I'm worried about is there a better way to have the warm food put somewhere else. I'm not sure. I am looking though. Hopefully we'll have these going. They should carry on growing. The fertilizer's not great. Moisture, not so much as well. Looking at this, fertilizer's great up here. So as all this is getting kind of like redone, we're going to have a really good spot for farming up here too. I'm just going to shrink this side. All right, instrument rack. Let's get one in as well. Put one down here. I don't necessarily need all this food area now, so I'm just going to get rid of that. We want these items to be stored over this way, and then we'll have a separate rack somewhere else. So they're high priority, right? And then we'll move the food bit elsewhere. Just in this tree hive here, look, there's actual bees in this tree. So we've got those right next to our house too. So imagine they go off to pollinate the plants. Usually a colony will produce 3 times more honey than it needs to survive. This is quite late on anyway, but that's really good. The environment makes it better. Okay, they just won't plant in autumn either. You have to plant in that time. So I was wondering that. Grow season, spring, summer. Does that mean we're not... Oh, okay. We're not going to get any of these anyway because the grow seasons are spring and summer. So they're going to be for next year. So what we'll need to do is live off the other stuff. Like I say, we're going to need to hunt then. And the fish. I don't know how bad the winters get. But I might stick in some more eel traps down here then just in case. This is a separate one, right? Let's place some eel. Let's get 4 more eel traps in this one as well, just in case. And we'll harvest anything we see food-wise. There's quite a lot of mushrooms now, actually, I've just seen. So we're going to try and dry all these off. That's incredible. So we're going to have a lot of food via those. I'm going to... Yeah. Okay. Oh my words. Okay, autumn is fantastic for mushrooms. And we're going to dry all those suckers. So loads of work to do. That is absolutely fine. Picking up all the oat sheaths as well. And I'm hoping there's a way we can cook them up eventually. It's just not right now, right? Oh, we're looking pretty fabulous on the cooked food. Loads of cooked meats. Loads of dried mushrooms. Well, I say loads. It's not loads, but it's okay. And the building is almost there. So we just need to clear this out, get the roofs on. I think we're out of logs, actually. So I'm just going to clear some stumps from here. We've got a few stumps this end as well. And then we should have enough. And then the rest, I'm just going to let them all harvest up, to be honest. They're working on it pretty well. But if I just zoom out, I want to do this in little phases. We're looking pretty nice over here with our little settlement. And quite happy with this. Got a good amount of room for crafting when we need to move it in as well. I just need to get like more tool racks and stuff up. I wonder if you can you put a... You can. Simple peat spade can go on these. Yeah, maybe get a few more storage items for these. We've got the instrument rack going in soon. That just needs a bit more. And then maybe... I'll keep the tool racks up here. I'm okay with that, I think. I'll probably move the hay one this side. These guys need moving as well. So we'll just go either side of this for now. Just so it's kind of out the way of where our path will go. And then the rest is good, isn't it? Looking pretty good, just moving things around. We've got a whole lot of task lists done, but they are out grabbing my mushrooms and stuff, which is really important that we get all those dry. I'm not sure if they'll last, but I'm trying to think of before the winter. All we need is a good amount of days, but we're going to spend most of the winter probably hunting. I reckon if I was to mine into a rock or something, we could potentially turn that into some kind of refrigerator, or the different materials might have better insulation, like a bit like a pantry, right? That's what I was thinking. But I'm not going to do it. I think I'll try and just stick to what we know here. And I'm going to build probably a dumping room at some point. I just need to get all these bits up. They're working well. They're getting the roof on. I just need them to finish this stuff here. But it's happening. That's the main thing. With regards to housing with wall torches, I will put 1 or 2 into these, but only 1 just to kind of cover it. I don't know if I need to put like a fire in these to keep them warm in the winter. We'll see. I got a feeling these are probably going to die in the winter, actually. So these are all going to be a waste of time. Lesson learned. Obviously, 4 days of food is overkill right now as well. What do we have here? Critter door and event. I have no idea what we'd use those for. Let's have a look. Allows heat transfer between rooms. Can be open and closed. Allows only small critters to pass through and allows light into a room. If we get these windows done then, maybe I'll focus those up as like high priority. That might help with the light situation. Well, let's see when they build one. I might not need the torches then. Let's look at a sewing bench then, because we'll want this primitive clothing going as well. I think we're just fine to stick it over this way. I mean, we can put it there because it's not within the campfire range. I'm actually tempted to get that done nice and quick because I just want to see what we can make. I also probably need to chop down a couple more trees. Jobs are still relatively high, so we'll only do a handful, maybe 6. I'm just going to put the basketry thing in here as well. Hopefully they can get into that just fine. I think they can. And we'll get that high priority as well. Because we need it out of the rain. And I'm almost there where I can stick the path to finish off for this bit as well. Yeah, they work just fine. Right, here's the clothing then. So sack, straw dot. Is sack made in? Oh no, basket's in there. Where was the other one then to make this stuff? Okay, so we've got baskets set, and let's maybe go to 3 of those. And let's set these. Straw doll, decorative hide, straw doll, fun for children. I mean, yeah, we'll make 2 of those. Let's make some sacks. Don't see what they're used for yet, but I see maybe even clothing. And we've got a textile basket as well. So let's put the textile basket, over here. I'm just dumping everything inside for now. What do we get? Sackcloth shirt, sackcloth bottoms, sleep mat, pet graves, and grain pallet. Awesome. Just getting this cleared out, as you can see. So I should be able to get those new beds down, which is exactly what we want. So this is sackcloth and what's it called? So we need 2 sleep spots for these guys. Then we're going to assign those to this. We're going to go ahead and get something like that. Kids and adults in there as well. We'll get those things set up. Does mean though we'll need these done. It looks like they are making it already. The sackcloth shirt. Let's get 2 of those always. And 2 sackcloth bottoms as well. Awesome. So we're going to get onto crafting. Task list going down, so we're fine. Double sleep mat. That's probably what we want to get in, actually. Let's scrap these 2. We're going to get a double sleep mat there for those 2. Probably need to do the same here. Probably should have waited then, shouldn't I? And we'll just stuff the double sleep mat for those over there as well. Floor mats, I'm assuming, is going to be for some nice decoration. Toy box as well. Let's get the toy box in this house for the kiddies over here. And as soon as we get rid of, get these beds in, I should be able to clear this out and get rid. I might change like wash zones and that to come over this way. Just looking, we are going to need some more straw at some point, but I do want to finish this task list first. I'm just setting up a reharvest of the reeds here as well to get a bunch of the straw in. Now, we're fine anyway. We've got plenty of hay and a thresher that will make straw if we have a problem. But for now, that'll do. We're almost there on the roofs as well, so no more wetness, sleeping out in the rain and cold, so we should be all right. It's getting colder now, so I really need to turn up the clothing requirement. So I'm going to actually turn this up with auto haul. But what we're going to need is to build some kind of storage. I don't want it outside, right? Oh, God. What's going on here? Oh, no. I forgot to put it out. Well done. This needs a zone. Right, we'll get a flammable blocker on the front of this. What was the range on that? Could do maybe one not there, but we're fine. What's this? Fur hat, fur tunic, sackcloth hat, and sackcloth tunic. Wow, loads of clothing. So we're going to go for... I mean, we don't have any fur hats yet, but we'll go for 2 of each. I'll probably turn the other ones down to 2. Not a bad thing to have a bit of everything, really. We need that cloth done ASAP. So if someone could work on that, that'd be great. So we're going to emergency the weaver for that sackcloth. I'm going to have that quite high priority. I think that's absolutely fine. So they always make the sackcloth because everything else is reliant on that. And we've unlocked a clothing basket. Let's go ahead and get one of those in. Honestly, top corner here should be fine. Let's get maybe 2 of those. I think now that I think about it, we're going to need like just a room for storage as well. Don't know where I'll put that yet. I'm thinking just houses here. Obviously, when these guys grow up, we'll give them their own house. We have 1 bed done, so I'm just going to go ahead and demolish one of you. I'll relocate the animal bed. You can stay in with the elderly as well. Now, good news is we're starting to make some fur and stuff, so warmth shouldn't be a problem. These guys are going to slowly put these on. I haven't really been through some of these. If I click them, I'm assuming, yeah, we got some pretty bad social and fun. Everything else seems okay. Actually, not for everyone. And still plenty of food as well. I need to keep an eye on these. So cooked food's still okay to eat now. Dried mushroom last a very long time, so they are fantastic. So when we get to probably day 8 and 9, we're going to grab them from out here. I'm going to put everyone onto harvesting those just to make sure we've got enough food to get through. They can just literally live off mushrooms. Now, we managed to push the task list quite far down, which is good. So we should be able to harvest a bunch of this up again. And then I can work on maybe a bit more loggage. Right, all beds. Emergency priority. As soon as those sackcloths are done, get them in, please. We need twine, sack, and sackcloth. So there's quite a lot of work to go into those beds. Otherwise, I'm going to have to move some of these in, but it would be nice if I can get those beds done. Right, we've unlocked some wattle fence, wattle wall, and a basket spot. I'm actually running out of space completely with that fire inside. Maybe I could put cooking outside or something. I don't know. I can use these bits. There we go. One of the big beds is done. So we're going to assign this to these guys. There we go. So I can now probably get rid of 2 of these. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. I got another one done here, so they're doing really well. And that means 3 more spots. So I can get rid of 1 more. I got the cat lay inside as well. Obviously, there'll be like, the environment's not great in here, so we'll have to decorate. I need to look at like flooring and stuff. There has to be a better style. But indoors is always minus with these guys. Is there like a nicer flooring? I guess you can get rugs. Yeah, that gives a really good environment if we get onto some of those. So maybe then we do... This keeps floors clean, a floor mat, but we need the rugs, right? So straw is sackcloth. We probably want just some straw mats then, some really small ones. I'll pop 1 at each entrance just to make it a little bit nicer in the room. I got the kids' beds done, sorted, and then just this one. What are we waiting for? Actually, just 2 sacks. That's amazing. Fur cloak and sackcloth cloak. We'll probably get some of those fur cloaks done for now because we just happen to have the room for it. I'm going to remove a couple of these drink zones and we're going to place them down this way now. So you guys have a drink from there. You have a drink from there if you fancy it as well. Wash zones we'll get rid of as well. I mean, just wash there. That's fine. A little bit closer, so I'm going to keep running around. There's a little cat bed. Let's get that in as well. I want the rugs first, though. That should help with happiness a little bit. This, obviously, is the priority. 1 more sack, and we're in for those guys. It is the 7th day, so 2 more days, and we will gather up the mushrooms. I don't see them disappearing. There's quite a few, which is nice, so we'll just hold fire on that. Good thing is we get through this winter. We have farms and stuff ready, so I'll probably prep a few more. Not sure how I want to do this. I'm tempted to bring this down or not use stone. I could use wattle fence. But we got good areas for it anyway. Like we got a nice farm area if we wanted to over this side. I don't know. Might not hurt to keep it all up here as well. Ah, pet food bowl. Probably a good idea. Get your pet food bowl by those. Now we should be able to catch up on the craft. So ideally, really, I've got this set to 100 on twine. I've got these set to 10. I'm probably going to go higher so we don't have to worry about them. I'm going to go to 30. And then the rest, hopefully we'll have some clothing in. These guys are just putting them on, I believe, as we make them. But now I should be able to turn off the emergency on this and let them get back to their jobs now. We're caught up. All the beds are done. And let's assign this to the couple. Boom. I think we're all good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're good. And the toy box has their little things in as well. That's cool, man. So they should be... Happiness should improve now with the rugs going in as well. Does mean I should be able to get more gravel paths in now, though. So if we just get that added to there. And honestly, I think I'm going to double up through this one as well. Just noticed our baby has grown up. We have Sophia now, who actually is helping with work. 2 times chopping. I probably want to go onto your skills then. Sophia, we can kind of decide. You like weaving and tailoring, right? Let's get you on that. Let's move hunting down because you don't like that. And maybe, yeah, these 2 are good. We'll go for harvest and grab, but tailoring being the top one. Lilius is fantastic at tailoring. Let's check hunting. Is there anyone else that's a little bit better? Not so much. I mean, mining we probably want to bring up for a few as well at some point. I could make you better at that. You're good at chopping though. Ah, it's a baby basket. So in case they have a baby, let's get one in. You never know. I don't know if they get pregnant. We got really bad stats, actually. I didn't really look. Got lazy, heavy sleeper. And then if I look at Christopher, slow metabolism is not so bad, but movement speed -10. He's a pessimist and weary. So he's not great. How about our older couple? I'm pretty sure they're... Yeah, pessimist and is not great, but hard worker's good. And then she's a heavy sleeper as well. So we've actually got really bad traits. I didn't really look over those. Oh, well, nothing like making it harder for myself, eh? Just looking, I've missed a whole section here because I didn't do clay. We've got the stone flooring. Look, that actually gives a buff to the inside. Same with the straw floor. Stone bridges, obviously, neat lantern kit. There's floor hide, so that gives us the decorative. Walls, there's a charcoal kiln, so I need to get some clay. So I'm going to go for gather clay, and we're going to start this as something we do so I can go unlock some of this stuff. Because I do want to get some flooring in. And if I go to stone walls, we no longer have to worry about, like, the fires. So I can have them, like, tucked to the corner, for example. It's getting very cold outside, though. There it is. The charcoal, the straw floor. I probably will wait for stone floor. I'm quite happy with that. Now, we definitely need the charcoal kiln. So let's put the charcoal kiln just here. And then we'll put the clay bin probably next to it. We'll have, like, a small industry section just in here. I might move that around. There's the stone floor as well. It takes large rock plus clay to make stone floor. Is there any harm in putting a bit of this down? I guess we do a little bit at a time. I don't know. Charcoal and wood ash. Right, charcoal is done. So we're going to set this up. I don't know how much we'll need. I don't know if you can use this for fuel. And then wood ash will set maybe 20 for now. And clay bin is ready for storage. And I think now we're going to let them do the gather. So they started getting some more mushrooms. Still says we've got 3 days. They genuinely last quite a long time. I was having a look. They've barely gone down, these ones. So the actual normal mushroom does, but you need them to dry, which we have so many going. So because we've got it set to automatically do it, we've got plenty. And I don't want to miss out on having them for winter, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a bunch. So we're done. And there's harvest peat from bogs as well. I think, is this? Yeah, this is peat. So we've actually got the perfect area to harvest this stuff from, right? So we'll grab a bit of peat as well. What's this? Vacant. Oh, let's slow down. Slow down. We saw some stuff. A messenger post. A vacancy sign. Let's get a vacancy sign up. I'll pop these over here for now. I think that's how we can get more people to our settlement or clan. I don't have a house for them yet, but... Need a simple kiln. We have one of those as well. So let's get the simple kiln over here. Okay, now we're moving. Now, dry peat brick is also in. How do I set that one up then? That's got to be in here, is it? Okay, messenger post is in. What does this do? I guess you just wait and you can get messages in. Same with the vacancy spot. Job board and a trading post. So we're going to get these down as well then. And peat stack. Nice. So one job board... One trading post? I mean, put the trading post over this way. And I'm seeing different things pop up. We got the peat stack as well. I'm hoping this is fine just over here. Yep, look at all this. Holy crap, man. Now, I know it's possible to make ice through the winter to keep your food cool later on. So maybe that's where the water jug comes in. Again, we're just learning it all right now. I'm loving it, man. It's awesome. Just need to finish, though, all of these gathering and stuff, and then we're good. Oh, what's this? Hoochion. Rent bed 40 max. So he'll rent a bed if we put one in. So if I stick in then, we put in like a sleep mat, for example. I mean, let's just stick one here for a second. Let's get this one high priority. Because I don't know what these guys are saying. We've got 2. I don't know if you can like entrust them to stay. I don't know if that's something you can do. I've clicked rent bed, so let's see. What's she doing? She's eating. I don't know if they come and help. Let's have a look. It says persuasion, intimidation. She's gloomy. Is she just going to mope about using my stuff? I hope not. Ask to leave. Hutchion, I don't need you. Bessie, I don't know. If I can get a bed going, you can have it. But for right now, you're going to have to wait outside. Ooh, is that some snow that we're getting here? That's scary. How cold are we inside? 4.95. So it's a bit better. I do think maybe a fire in these guys then. So you don't necessarily have to cook with them. Like, pretty central if we get like a fire there. This one, not so much, to be honest. It'll set fire to everything. I'm just wondering if you could directly replace the houses with rock as well. That would be nice. Right, we've unlocked the water jug. Collect from lakes and wells. Ice jugs can be melted in cooking fires or warm rooms. So the odds are that we'll probably want a clay bloomery. This looks like it does spit out fire as well, though. That's all right. We'll put the clay bloomery down here. Bloomery. And I'll probably make... Let's make 2 clay bowls. Let's make 5 clay jugs. As and when they work. I'm assuming the people that come might work with you. Bessie's leaving. Clan reputation 1. She paid 26. We got some coins. Yay. No idea what we do with those coins. I'm sure we trade at some point, which is going to be great. So I just need this to be built then, do I? It's nearly there. We just need some charcoal. And what we got? Bog iron crusher and a clay floor. I bet that clay floor is even better. It's actually not. The only thing, so gravel path, honestly, is the best one to have because it has the same speed bonus. It actually has a plus to it. Stone floor is good. I guess it's just if you want to decorate it that way. I do think this stone floor looks quite nice though. So I'm going to start placing a little bit more in. And what's this? Bog iron crusher. We'll probably just dump one of these over this way as well. Looks like we do already have some drying out bricks right now, which is good. And now we can officially make a proper kitchen, right? So I think it's time we start building. Job-wise then, let's cut down, let's clear a few more trees. Probably get quite a lot of those done. And we'll also clear the stumps that are here as well. And what's this? We've got a job board. Job seekers arrive in the morning and are paid at daytime. Job seekers and unpaid workers leave at daytime. Traders will leave in the evening. Traders will arrive in the morning. Is that every morning? So as long as we can make some money then, we should be fine with food that way. Yeah, look at all this. Start fire. I guess if you want to burn down a bunch of grass. Add water. A water bowl. A place to store bowls and serve soups. That's kind of nice. I think it's time we try and get ourselves some kind of kitchen up, isn't it? Don't know if that's going to block us here. Like I say, though, got quite a bit of cutting to happen, but I will start laying out what's probably going to be some kind of communal kitchen then. I think it'll be okay just to go over this. So maybe here. Thinking rock wall. Because there's no flammability. Going to take a bit to make, but why not? Just get a straw door in the middle here. And honestly, that'll put a cover over this for now as well. Now, straw roof has a high flammability. We're going to have to go stone roof on top. And what have we got? You're renting. You want to rent a bed? Yes, why not? There's some really cool stuff. So this fire... Oh, we can make tallow too. We'll probably want to set tallow. I don't know how much we need. Go for 10. It should keep this room nice and warm. Yeah, it is. I need to get one in here really, but just doing it bit by bit because it is concerning me. So once we get bog iron, we can crush this probably, let's say 100 for now. I'm sure it's something we're going to need forever. But yeah, I don't want to click on these, so I want to remember them. I don't want to do everything at once, right? I've got to be really careful because we are literally all the way down to, it's not even halfway yet, but there's a lot. I see hand tools. This should all ramp up once I've set up my bits, but I want to do each bit at a time. Why is Sophia out there starving? There's plenty of food. Just get in, you silly sausage. All right, officially 20 days in now. And this is the last day of autumn. We've pretty much picked all those mushrooms. So we've got 314 dried. It says 7 days. We've got 405 normal as well. Hopefully that is enough. Might high priority the mushroom rack so they're always drying then. It is the last day. I don't know if you can get eel the other time. We've still been capturing these constantly as well. I forget that we put a few down this end as well. They haven't set those though. We'll probably set to harvest these as well. And then we're going to have to replant them. And there's this. What's this? Center log, corner log, simple wool table. A rushlight kit. I mean, I have no idea what any of that is, so we'll hold fire. Our rushlight kit. What's this then? I mean, I don't know how we need, how many we need. Let's grab 5. I'm going to get rid of that torch and get 2 more serving baskets in here so we're done. There we go. So we got 4 total. We should be able to smash out all the mushrooms now. There is maybe just a little bit more. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it. And let's get those high priority just in case. I think we're okay, but I just want to make sure we have loads because it says 7 days, right? It is 10 days long, so we do need to kind of cover that. And I'm just grabbing more clay and stuff. They have started building these walls, which is nice. So kitchen won't be too far along. What do we have here? Neep lantern kit. A traditional lantern from Samhuin made from a hollowed out neep and some rushlights. So that's like a pumpkin, right? We don't necessarily need that. Winter is here. Does that mean there's still some mushrooms that can be picked until they get killed? We'll see. It is cold though. Wind chill minus 12 degrees, man. Right, this room temp is very, very cold. Let's keep that wall torch lit, please. Let's probably get another one up as well. It does, yeah, warms it up a little bit. So that'll do. What have we got? 77 a day. I don't need you. You're fine. No. Oh, we have a trader though. Okay, so you can buy food. We can also sell stuff. This is fantastic. So actually, I don't need those mushrooms. What was I worried about? I got 8 days of stuff as well. I do probably want to make some coins from them though. Like, so maybe a basket or something. You like stones, do you? Yeah. Yeah, like some of our hay we could probably sell and just make some coins because I genuinely don't need all that. That'll do. 179 coins. How's my clothing looking? I think we've got a bit of each, haven't we? So these guys can wear them if they need it. Looking good food storage wise. I need them to continue drying. They are trying to. I just need to make sure they move them. What I'll say in the storage is actually nothing else. Dried mushrooms only in that one. The rest can be sorted. So 2 torches in here. Put it up about 6.5 degrees. So that's actually not bad. Not bad at all, actually. It's enough to keep them going, isn't it? Let's have a look at some of our other stuff that we got. So water bowl. I mean, it's a little pet water bowl, isn't it? We'll get that in as well. Food-wise, the stone peat stove is going to go in here when it's done. So we'll place it now. Storage-wise, I mean, jugs. Yeah, let's put jug pallet there. Maybe a seed shelf up on the kitchen wall as well. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but we'll do it anyway. We'll move the serving baskets out. Grain pallet's probably good to go in here as well. So we'll just get like one of each of the food things inside here. We're slowly getting this done. I can see the roof going on. Let's have a little look around, see if there's any hunting we can do. Yep, a few deer down this way. We'll hunt those guys. What is that? Beaver lodge. Oh, we got a lot of deer anyway, which is nice. Yeah, loads of beavers. Saw a bunch of harvest down here that I'm going to cancel because we'll let them grow up for the next one. I've just realized the water jugs, we're going to need to set a defrost because there is no, what I can see, need more water, it says. We have the drink zones, but obviously it's frozen. So we'll need to set the fires to do water jug, I guess. Is that what we do? Yeah, I think we do that actually. So let's do a water jug. Okay, 7 days of food left. We've got no more raw mushrooms. However, we obviously have the traders that we can buy from. So we're looking okay. The only thing we're going to need to make sure is this water stuff. We need to just make sure one of the jugs is kind of in here. I don't know if they'll leave it there. I don't know. Because it'll go back outside to like, maybe I'll say auto haul no. Because we will have a jug pallet, but they're going to end up dumping it out here on this zone. So let's get rid of that. Yeah, they'll drink from the jug. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know how many times I have to do it. One person was 14. Now, the problem is I don't think we're going to have enough water, are we? I've got 4 more jugs in this bit. Once this is done, they should melt naturally in there. But yeah, one day, I think the clan has pretty much rinsed this. It's possible that we'll be able to buy one, though. If I just put a general one here on this stockpile, and we turn everything off apart from jugs. There's also wolves coming. What are you wolves doing? I don't know if the snow will fill them up, so I will... I'll toggle all on. There we go. I could have just pressed that and then did that. Cool. Oh, Clanfolk dehydrated. Come on, guys. I've set the... Hopefully this. I'll probably urgently do that so the water gets done. Should be all right. She's on it now. And this is almost there. I've set more clay pots on emergency as well. I'm hoping that they can craft them. And we can place them outside and the snow will collect in them. I don't know how that's going to be. I mean, we're baking one now, so We'll know very soon. Just got a week to go, man. Hopefully it starts to warm up towards the end of winter and we might be all right. The winters are pretty brutal if you're not ready. I think I'm doing okay for the first ever try, though. My jug is there. I have no idea what this does. Let's see. Now, it's not snowing. It's a shame I can't, like, click on the snow and gather it via that. Now, we have a couple of traders, so... Oh, look, there's boars and billy goat. Can't lie, I kind of want it, but I'm going to take the berries and see if they act as water? I don't know. Should probably think about some kind of animals, though, shouldn't I, with the barn or something? Wouldn't be a bad idea, but we'd have to get a few, because then we'd get milk and things like that. There is another trader. They have a calf. Ah, I'm going to buy it. I don't know if that's sensible. I've got nowhere for it yet. I mean, we can put... Is it like an animal sleep spot or something? I don't know. Right, it's snowing. Let's see if this thing fills up. I doubt it does, which is a problem. We have half of this jug and 100 here. There's 53 in that one as well, actually. Yeah, it's not looking good. I think we'd need like 10 jugs to make this work before winter and fill them up. I don't know. We'll have to see, because someone might sell one as well. We're 4 days of food at the moment, so we'll make sure we continue to buy those as well. And I'm saying no to any renters because I don't want them drinking my water either. If we can get maybe with it warming up during the latter end of winter, maybe. I don't know. Because I wonder if they go to this and pick it up. Because all I see, however that classes as dirty water there, but around it, like it doesn't... Yeah, they are filling it up. Look, they're taking a jug to the water spot. So we're okay, actually. I don't know what I was thinking then. We're fine. So as long as we got the jugs in, we're all good. That makes me happy. So we're fine. What have we got here? Nanny goat. I'm going to need to build a barn at some point. As you can see, look, we're walled in. I've just got to finish off this last bit. So we'll have a room, hopefully sorted very soon. Now, if we put the, like I say, these jugs then, if we put the ice jugs, I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to put the ice jugs somewhere else. Actually, we'll have a water jug pallet. But if I put a general one here as an example, and we say, let's get rid of everything, but we'll allow these guys on there, maybe? And then once this room warms up, it will melt them anyway. So we won't need to cook them. I'm all good. They go ahead and fill it up. That makes me happy. Right, let's get this clay gathered so I can finish off this last bit then. And then the kitchens. The communal kitchen's good. I'm going to build like a guest lodge, maybe, for these guys. I'll move these out. And I'm thinking... These sizes, I think, will be okay to potentially get some other kind of things in, like extra rooms and stuff, because I do want to give them separate houses each. Yeah, there we go. Nice amounts. That's probably going to freeze there, so we've got to be careful, but this room should be warm soon. I just probably need this stone peat stove to come in, and I'll keep it lit. It should warm up this whole area. All right, our room is ready. Room temp, though, absolutely freezing, I guess because it's stone. I need this to turn on, so we just need dry peat bricks. We don't quite have... Yes, we do. We have some dry peat bricks. Nice! We're looking really good here. So I want to get some more now. So if we harvest up some peat, I've got some set here. We'll make sure they come and hit these guys up and get more bricks on the go. And then we'll keep the clay moving. We've got a good amount, but I think it's important that we keep it going. And there's only 86 logs, so in the meantime, we'll probably clear these stumps as well. I really should sort my cow out. It's not looking good. I'm going to start tilling some soil, I think. I don't know where we should go. I think I'm going to expand this. So let's assume we go something like this. I'm going to get rid of this section as well. So the dump we'll get rid of, and we'll put in a new dumping spot, maybe out this way. And we're going to plan to get one of each crop in here. So I'll probably demolish these guys like that. We'll get rid of those, set to demolish. Who have we got here? A worker. 72 a day. He's very good at weaving and tailoring, but no, we don't need you. So if I get someone like when we turn into mining, for example, we'll probably say yes to hiring them. We're just flying through. We're over halfway through winter now. This room is warming up finally. I just need one more large stone. Sorry, 2 more large rocks for that one and we're good. Let's get that one. Yeah, that is high priority. So they just need to do the gathering of said stones. And you get the large ones just randomly out of these. So let's get those high priority as well. Now, 2 days worth of food. So I will buy up, maybe hunt as well. That isn't a problem. Let's go have a look. A couple of rabbits. I don't think that's going to be that good. Let's have a look for deer. I don't want to go too far out because they walk really slow in the winter. It might have to be rabbits then. I don't know how I feel about hunting beavers right now. Maybe we do. We'll hunt 2 beavers, see how we get on with those. And then the next trader will buy up the food they have. Stove's coming in though. This room should be good. I should be able to start melting up our water then as well. I think I'm going to make it. Oh, dried berries. How do I do those? Is that on here? Nice. Okay. And oat grains into brews. Well, we'll definitely hit a few of those then. And dried berries will probably hit up this. And what I'm going to do is move the... What's it called on here? I think you need the peat brick continuously on this though. Is it wet peat? I don't know why you need peat brick to make that, but okay. And I think I'll move this into here. And remember, I can put this back there now because it shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to put a flammable blocker just over that as well. It shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll keep these guys lit. So we're going to need quite a lot of peat brick then if we're going to be making that sort of stuff. I can continue this dry stone fence. Now what I'm going to do is put a gate at the top as well. Probably won't go any further than that, and then we'll get the gravel path through because it looks nice. And then we'll get a normal straw gate at the top, branch gate. Honestly, guys, I'm just having fun with it. You know, it's good. There's a lot that we obviously just trying to survive the winter, but in terms of ideas, we just need to get the bloom stuff going, and then we'll be on to all of this stuff anyway. I don't think there's anything else kind of missing, so we're all good. And then from there, we'll be making quite a lot of stuff. There's a new workbench for iron tools. Carpentry. We could start making dowel balls. Not that it's needed. I think we're okay what we have. I'm assuming they have better insulation, but there's better beds and stuff. Very nice place to sleep. And then copper. Fishing as well. Planning table. A place to plan expeditions, which unlocks the world map. A bathtub. Learn more about the surrounding area and how to travel further from home. Look at that. And then you get our colours. The tartan colours. Yeah, there's quite a lot, isn't there? Quite a lot's an understatement. There's loads. Oh, got 2 days left of food. We're on the 7th day now. Hopefully a trader comes. Otherwise, we're going to have to kill every beaver we see. Any rabbits that show their face, we need to hunt them. There's some wolves. I could potentially kill these. They're not ideal, really, but... Well, meat's proving pretty substantial to keep us up. We're back up to 2 days. It is day 7. Worst case is we kill the cow. Set the iron bloom to 50 as well. Just keep making that. No trader, but we have a guest. We can... I'll let them rent. Hopefully I don't nick too much food. I got 1 day, so we got hunting set. So I probably am going to have to hunt the wolves, if I'm honest. So what we'll do is hunt these suckers. And honestly, I'm going to make sure that we move this up. So let's get 3 of them hunting here. Should see us through. I can't slaughter the cow because I don't have an axe either. I think we need the iron axe if I remember correctly. Yeah, as soon as we make the iron bloom though, we're good. Where's the simple smithy? We just need that 1 iron bloom, then we get the smithy. Maybe a smithy workshop might not be a bad idea for our next building. I can just keep stuffing these guys in for now in these. So there's the simple smithy in the bloom basket. For now, we'll just chuck it this end. Simple smithy then. Honestly, I might start going down this way. Let's assume, so we can have it all dotted around. We don't need it all in together, do we? Hey, calf's dead. Let's kill it. All right. We weren't feeding it, so we're going to have to just eat the baby. Day 28, though. So I got to be careful when these wolves come, because they'll come and steal stuff from us. I can see a little bit of meat that we need cooking up, guys. So yeah, he's working on it. He's cooking them now, which is good. Hunting of the wolves has started. Let's see how we get on. This could be risky business. No, they are running from us, so that's good. I'm assuming you guys are going to bleed out at some point. There we go. Nice. Yep, we are the hunters. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's a lot of meat out here. I need this cooked up then and stored, don't I? So if you guys could all urgently haul that meat from outside, that would be fantastic. Because you're walking blood everywhere, you lunatics. Yeah, there we go. All the water melted in this room. That's fantastic. So I need proper food stores. I think once I could probably get rid of the jug. This now. If I get rid of that, I can move the food store ones. Serving baskets across. Now, these serving baskets don't actually hold the other stuff. It's actually the meat rack that we need. So I'm going to get a second meat rack, probably in this area. And then I'll move this one across as well. Because it saves around to keep walking back and forth. And then we'll work on more peat stuff. It's warming up because the eels have started going back up again. Yeah, it says only minus 1.9, so we're looking pretty good. 2 days of food. I think I survived it with no severe deaths or anything. As you can see, the building around this is good. Farming's almost there. I think we are genuinely okay to start building. Now, not sure what to build out of. I think, well, we got 1,600 clay, so peat bricks maybe not the best. The rock wall is mostly clay and large rock. So I think let's do the smithy. And let's work the smithy from this end. I don't know how big to make this thing. I'll actually go from there. Yeah, if we go something like that, it doesn't touch that rabbit hole. We just stick to a straw door. And then we'll get in. We'll stick to the gravel path. I think I'm going to have a double one coming down. But I'll also have one going into it. Now, this is going to be where we put the... What's it called then? Simple smithy to start. And because this is stone wall, we should be okay just to have it there. And I might even put some of the other stuff in. So I might move these guys into this building eventually. Not right now. But yeah, we'll put that down there. I'm thinking maybe a house this way. I don't know. I'm just going to expand it out based on that. I want it to be over the river, if that makes sense. I'll probably keep this area clear and move all these guys over, though. Let's move the trade post that way. And then let's make sure we've got someone hauling a bit quicker. So as it stands, we don't really have anyone doing that. I know we switched for hunting. Let's get this moved back up because it's looking a mess around here. Yeah, we're looking good. Still 2 days of food as well. Florence, do I need you? 52 per day. There's no gathering we can do at the moment. I see a chicken. I desperately want one of those. Honestly, what's it for the barn as well? Did I get carried away and I really want stuff? What have we unlocked? Floor hide and wall hide. Indoor 100. That's with the decorative stuff. This could be quite nice, couldn't it? Because if you're happy, you might have a baby. So let's get that in. Can I just see them put hides over the top because we did decorative or something? I don't know. But it changed. So does that act as like a quilt? And let's get this installed in the kitchen now. Now, the heat in here is probably not great, to be fair, actually. So I'm going to... let's move it in for now. We probably want a separate little room. So if I have like a food storage room, if that makes sense. I think I'm okay with this because the grains quality is in there. And then all the seeds go in there. That's good. Probably want this somewhere else, though, for the farms as well. But I am thinking maybe a straw door off the side and then we get a little storeroom just in here as well for the cooking. Because we are, in fact, drying those berries, which is nice. Yeah, look, the decorative is going on top of the beds. Interesting. It makes the environment better, does it? So down here, they're pretty happy with the environment. Well, I've just had something happen. We got Mariori is an outcast mother that has been cast out by her clan. Now, she's not fantastic, but I do want to take people in. And actually, I didn't realize you could, which is great. So she's a bit of an all-rounder. She hates craft, or hates building. So I'm going to allow her to stay. And what we'll do with her, just move her this way, is probably, I don't know what this means. It just says worker, but she's basically not part of the family, but is joined like the clan sort of thing. I need to build her just a little hut of her own, but at the moment we've got the spare beds anyway, so she can stay there. We are on our final day of winter, so hopefully we'll be good to carry on. I mean, days of food are fine, everything's looking good. So we're going to have strict priorities on the worker then, and what we'll do is just kind of get a cleaning as a main priority to keep them a bit happier. Then we'll do like gathering and mining maybe. She doesn't mind crafting actually as well, weaving. And maybe hauling, that'll do. We'll get her doing like the remedial kind of jobs here, and then I can lower this on these guys because we are going to be moving into mining at some point. So I'm just going to make sure hauling is a little bit lower on them. That'll do for now. That looks to be a thawing out river. We have food, fish, all sorts again, which is nice. And our blacksmith's coming in. I'm contemplating where we put a food store because I think it stays cooler in probably a cave. It might make sense to build up towards this. Now I'm going to need to pick a spot where I'm going to plant trees as well. Let's make our lovely little lady just a small cabin to stay in. They're nice enough. This will do just fine. Basic straw roof as well. And as soon as we hit, so tomorrow we're going to replant. There's a whole big stuff we need to get sorted. Now what I need to do is make sure farming is being handled a bit better. Christopher, I'm going to need you to, let's go strict priorities on that. So you do focus up that stuff. Also going to get rid of the cut fire in this bit, and we'll make sure we keep the wall torch lit. Warm enough now anyway, so it's not a problem. I'm assuming there's going to be better ways for heating, or maybe you'd connect it all together and have a vent going through so the heat would come. But now this person, max rent, I think I'll let them stay. We've got one spare bed, loads of food. And here we go, day 31. It is spring now, so lots to do. I need to really just pick what I'm sorting here. Let's get rid of these flammable blockers. We now have plenty of room in this bit if I want to sort this out as well. So I'll probably... let's demolish a couple of these, maybe one or two of these serving baskets, because we don't need that many. Let's go down to... yeah, I mean, that's fine. We've got meat and cooked one in this way, so we're going to move these across. Although we want to keep the stuff low at the moment, so we really do need to get this built this way. I don't want to set up too much building because I haven't got too many people doing it at the moment. Slow but sure thing, right? Although, I want her guest one done, so we're going to get that one sorted. That's blacksmith's progression, but we do... look, I'm not in a rush, and these should build pretty quickly, so we may as well get it done. Oh, Matthew died of old age. We have no leader of the clan anymore. Christopher, you're going to become the head. How do I do it? Family tree. Oh, this is kind of sad. I mean, Agnes is going to die in 1,761 seconds, which is kind of sad. How, yeah, set clan chief to Christopher. Can we do that? Don't know if we can. Oh, no, it's Hendrit. Hendrit, you are the new clan chief. So, yeah, we need more people then. Ideally, we needed them to have more babies, but... oh, right. We're completely out of river reed, and I don't know if there's any knocking about, so... probably want to get these in. There's already quite a bit planted. We're just going to have to wait for it to kind of grow. I am going to set it across all of this, though, so we don't need to worry about it. We'll just double check how long this is going to be. 60%, so it's not that bad. All right, we can't do the roof of this one at least then. Oh, they do start growing again, so we will have these pretty quickly then. I'm not going to need to worry about that. So I'm going to set up some different planting here. I'm going to put oats in this one. We're going to have to grab some more, and then probably we got neeps and beans, haven't we? So let's do maybe flax. That'll do for now. And we'll go round on the map. So there's oats and stuff. It's rather dark, but I did see some oats that I'll pick up as well. Oh my god, Agnes died as well. She's dead out here. I need some graves. Oh, I'm really sorry. Let's get some graves dug. You know what? Honestly, let's have a bit of a graveyard this way. What do we need for those, though? Twine, isn't it? Saxon twine. That's okay. We just need that straw, then. It's on 84%. We're nearly there. We're just going to have to leave the dead bodies lay about. Can we have the clothes off her back, at least? Because she's got some good stuff. Ah, there's a nice bunch of reeds this end for 100% harvest, so we'll go grab those. Hey, river reed's done. Well, chunks of it. We're going to get it all anyway. It's mad how much you actually need of it. Thousands is the answer. But we'll grab it all anyway, and then I'll probably go out to the wild, see what the beans and stuff are doing. And I need to get some hides, so I need to look for some deer. Kind of waiting for the traders themselves to come in with it. Now, the peat brick is something really good to buy. It just saves us a lot of time. And I've just been selling back baskets. They're really, really, like, good on price. I only have 1 day of food. I'm just trying to think of what food we can actually get. I mean, the eels will keep coming. And I've tried doing a bit of hunting. There isn't that much going. So until we can kind of get onto fishing... although eels might be all right. There's a fox there that will attempt. Just dragging anything we can kind of see, we are killing. Our main cook has gone as well, so we're going to need to bring someone up to do that. So when someone dies, it really is a kick in the nuts. Let's go with you, and then we've got crafting there. Let's move cooking above to there. Let's see how we get on with that. We did finally bury them, that I can see. All their clothing. Yep, we see their little names. He's all around. Oh dear. Yeah, just need to get a bit of food though. We've got 7 dried mushrooms left. Looks like we are okay. Just need to get these watered then. They're not far off. They're on 83% as well. We're doing a bit of hunting, so we should be fine. And honestly, we might be able to get our hands on a trader at some point. I don't know if we have to hire someone here. Let's have a look. No. Yeah, the eels have come in, so we're fine actually. No problem at all. Right, we're looking good. We're back on track with food and stuff. Building, yeah, it's coming along. We're just catching up on pretty much everything, really. I got so many jobs to finish now. But all of our reeds, they grow super fast. So I'm just going to go ahead and set a huge harvest here to get all of those done. Then we really need to get onto this other stuff. But farm's looking good as well, because these are about to finish. And the rain just makes my life a lot easier when it happens, so... being 2 people down is quite hard work, I can't lie. But we're getting there. I mean, we have loads of spare beds considering, so I can move this out. Probably put the double one in here for the pregnant lady with a new bed still, and then this will stay as a guest house until maybe someone else comes looking for work. Honestly, have no hides though. There's no deer anywhere to be found. There's rabbits, but our hides, unfortunately, were spoiled. And a lot of our food just spoiled, to be honest, so we need that room. We need a cool room for the food to last a lot longer, don't we? But we are making these broth things. So if we look in here, we make brose. Adds warmth. Gives them effect 8 brose, which, yeah, is warmth. 3,000 food as well, so it's not too bad. But we're just cooking up a load of meat at the moment. Like I say, my only issue is it just doesn't last long. I probably do need to get out of this place, though. Maybe we should mine it. And it's quite far away. Like, this maybe will be better. Because there is actually already a bit of a mined thing out. So if we look to mine the mountain maybe like this, and then I'm assuming you need some kind of door. We pop a straw door there at least for now. We'll see if we can turn that into a bit of a food storage. It's quite far away though, so I might want to get the paths going too, but I really want to get the inside in. Probably should get this peat brick thing moved as well because it keeps drying up. Now I think, honestly, let's put it in here. It is a bit of a workshop anyway. It's quite far away to travel, but because we need the peat bricks for this. This is what I mean. So I think this game just logistically, you're probably better off having one large building to start with heat transfer if you need it, at least for bedrooms, and then separate ones for like cooking. Now this is absolutely fine. It's got its own kitchen, but yeah, the idea behind having the food in here is not a good idea. Now I think about it, maybe building closer to the mountain, like upwards. But then you do need the water source as well, so I don't know. I guess it's just not that far. Once you got path in, it's not anyway. Now I've got a bunch of mushrooms from the rain as well, so I'm just going to hit that up. They last so long. Easiest food source. Although saying that, we are going to have quite a bit on the old crops very soon, so on 99%. We're going to get around. This guest house or little house is done. Honestly, I didn't quite realize how good our two elderly people were because they were doing all of our other jobs. I mean, nothing's going wrong. It's just a bit slower than I'd like with these guys. Now, what I will say is Lilius. So let me just open the family tree. Lilius, fast metabolism is an insane trait, right? They get hungry a bit more, but the work speed up plus 1,000 max and movement speed plus 10%. Honestly, when she's like running way quicker than everyone else and working way faster as well. So that one is pretty insane. Now, if you could do fast metabolism and tireless, that would be pretty incredible. But then, like, you see lazy. We've got lazy, pessimist, weary. They're just not very good. So I did handicap myself with this one. But again, this was my very first one on Clanfolk, so it is all about learning, right? It's all good. Right, we're on the 8th day in spring. It's just sunrise at the moment, so we've learnt a lot for sure. I'm just trying to get round, finish a year, see where we're at. I still haven't really progressed any further. My issue is I like tidying everything up, so I'm trying to clear all this out. So I've been watching and learning just day to day what they do. So there's a massive emphasis on movement speed. So watch when they come into here or walk through long grass, for example. They are super, super slow. Like really, really slow. Look at that. And then as soon as they get off it, they're like twice the speed. So the movement speed is really bad. Like 0.59. There's certain bits 0.16 when going through thistle patch, which makes sense, right? So those types of things clearing out where you can. That's why I'm clearing all these sections, because it's pretty handy for that. So I'm just keeping that in mind as well. Now, part of me is tempted to just hire someone. Let's see what the other one is first, though. Yeah, gathering 2 times. We're going to go for you. I'm going to hire you for a day. And we're going to get you gathering. That doesn't mean you can get all my stuff on. Oh, well, we'll let you. We'll let you do your thing. But yeah, I'm going to try and make money that way as well. There's quite a good amount. And that should help. Because there's loads of mushrooms still need gathering. So he should go off and do that, which he is. And they're just clearing all this out as well. The task list's gone nice and far down now. A little bit of crafting. It's mainly building. I've just having to gather a bunch of stones to try and find the large rocks, which honestly are a bit of a problem. But you do find them. I don't know if there's a better way to do it, but you do find them in all of the piles that are all over the place. It seems the bigger the pile, they have the big rocks in. And the big stones are what are required here. Now, we still can't build our blacksmith thing until we hunt something. I'm not finding any deer or anything about Seems to be the only one we can get hides from. We get some from the wolves, I think, but there isn't any at the moment. So I'm also trying to do that. But if I drag across, for example, I'm only really getting rabbits. I don't know if the beavers will be any good, but I've pretty much wiped out the beaver population as well. But yeah, I get a bunch of mushrooms to dry anyway, so food obviously isn't a problem. All right, there's a few beavers out this way, so we'll get those guys. And yeah, no trader really coming with any hides, unfortunately. If they do have them, I'll take them, but they're not. I guess the workers will stay indefinitely until we do something. So you can marry them off. How do you... Ah, so if you get satisfaction to the top, you can get them to join the family. Same goes for these guys then. Although hers is maxed. Her satisfaction is super high. It's actually really good too. Optimist, fast metabolism, and healthy. But yeah, this one has healthy trait as well. So if we can get those via this, that's actually pretty good. Okay, looking at the room temp, 7.5 over here. So this makes perfect sense to get these in stored over this way. That's actually really good. So it is definitely much cooler. It's fridge temp. And that goes for probably the serving baskets too. Although they don't say too hot. So I guess dried mushrooms are not a problem. But hides, we need those to be good. So we'll move the hides in as well. If we now click on this food, look. It says too warm in there. Room temp's going up. Is that because they keep opening the door, I'm assuming? So maybe you need like some door airlock in there as well. Or is it because it's outside? I don't know. But it is definitely cooler. But going up quite a bit whilst they're working in there. So yeah, all the bodies in there making it really warm. Yeah, so when the bodies aren't in there, then it definitely goes down. I don't know how it's going to perform in the summer. It only goes up when they're working in there, I think, as well. So when they were mining, it heats up the room, which kind of makes sense. They're giving off heat, right, as a body as well. So that's good to know. So we should be able to get this back down a bit lower then. So need to get all the hides and stuff moved across because these guys will struggle to stay anywhere for there. And there's day 40, our final day in spring. Oh, we're doing well. So inside the cave, I think I'd learned my lesson. I would actually build with this again. So this at nighttime, look, slows down things going bad. Yes, it says too warm, but for a moment it doesn't say that. So they last a bit longer. Not that it's a problem anyway. We're going crazy on dried mushrooms again, so it doesn't really matter. But and yeah, just need loads of stones. There's probably a mistake using stones so early on. I think just stick to the thatch roof. It makes a whole lot of sense. The only problem with the thatch roof is there is a straw roof, sorry. Now, thatch roof, I will maybe do that in the future. It's a lower probability. Now, this does catch fire, as you can see there on occasion. So, honestly, I'm going to get rid of that torch. It only seems to happen in that corner, nowhere else. So, and we'll get the roof piece back on. But yeah, ideally use that roof because we're barely getting any of these big stones. Our baby's going to be born as well. Babies will only be born in beds. It's so cute, man. I'm excited. So she's going to have a baby basket. We should probably move that over here. What I'm going to do is assign this to her. So she'll have her baby basket next to her. And when the little scamp actually arrives, we'll be loving life. Hey, new baby, Malcolm. Maybe you should warm Malcolm up. Mallory. This is cute. Is she giving him some clothing? Love that. Little baby Malcolm. That is so cute. Oh, I love that, man. So, so cute. Oh, this gives me some great ideas. If you really could do it, the baby in the baby basket. Now, I'm hoping she breastfeeds because this would be disastrous if not. I guess they earn their traits based on mother. She's got really good traits. She's like super strong. It's a shame we can't like marry her off to Archibald or something. I really don't know how you'd go about doing that. I mean, I've managed to get their stats up really well, but yeah, if I could get Mariori to kind of marry off our friend, little baby, that is so cute, man. Yeah, she's breastfeeding right now. Like the food's going up. And the water. That's awesome. Anyway, back into summer. Here we go. Let's see if we can get at least this damn thing finished. I'm really excited to see the baby pop up anyway. Archibald is now an adult. Archibald. Okay. Is it possible then? We can. Potential partners, Archibald. Mary wants to join Clan Wallace. The clan chief will select one of the possible partners. Clan chief, yes, Archibald. Ah, Malcolm joined the family. Yes, that's how you do it. So we're back up to 7 with the worker now as well. That's awesome. So she is part of the squad. So those guys then we marry off and we have potential for more children, I'm assuming by that. Oh, how fun. Oh, I'm really enjoying it. I love the dynamic of the babies in these types of colony sim. It's like, oh yeah, it's just good. Does that mean when Sophia gets old enough, we could potentially marry her to Christian if you can get satisfaction up? So if you get satisfaction up, he'll be good. Now, I don't even know. I guess you have him doing jobs that keep him happy. Only so much you can do, I guess, but he needs his own big house and that sort of stuff. He's a grouchy guy anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. Oh, look at all these deer. Let's quell the population of them because we need their hides. Now, the one thing I've noticed, if you're not careful, the hides just go bad. We wasted another 20 because we weren't quick enough at moving things around. So tanning rack needed to be inside and it wasn't. So the rain kept stopping the process and then it rotted before it could be any good. So that is also a lesson learned. And finally, the roof is complete. Second day of summer. Hello. What do we have? I don't need any of you guys, really. I'm still working on this one. Now, this is probably what you want to, like, jolly and healthy. I mean, this guy, then, is probably someone we want to hire. And this guy is someone we want to bin off. So I'm going to get rid of him. We're going to hire this guy instead because he has a jolly and healthy trait. This should mean the satisfaction should go up a bit quicker. And honestly, Lilius, is Lilius already an adult? Lilius, she is. So we could get her to sort that out. So it's all about, I guess you can build it over time by doing this. So yeah, if we can get this worker in, this is awesome, man. I love it. I didn't actually check whether he was any better, but I mean, he's okay at cooking, right? And he's got a mining trait, so that's not bad. I think we need some more clothing baskets. We've all just stripped off in the heat and chucked clothing everywhere. Probably not a bad idea. Maybe not there because of the torch. Probably not a bad idea to get some down this way though, right? I'm going to remove this torch eventually, but let's get a clothing basket there. Maybe one over here. And we'll stick one in there as well. It should be enough to fit most of this. Hopefully we're looking good now. We can get the tanning going. Let's get that straight on the rack. Oh, that's dry hide, so we should be able to get this in then. It needs... Yeah, it's going to put it in. We need 10 total. Kind of... Okay, that only added one. But yeah, we kind of messed up ourselves with not having it, like, in really fast. But that's okay. I mean, once we get that iron, it would be flying, right? So I'm just going to go and get myself some iron tools and stuff. And then we'll see where we're at. I don't know about this in the cave, to be honest. I'm looking... Maybe the autumn it won't be so bad in there, but the summer it's only down a couple of degrees really. I don't know whether you can keep the ice jugs and chuck them in there and it keeps the room cooler or something. There might be a play, but then that requires a lot of prep from the winter as well. We have iron ingots. All right, let's go. Always going to need a few of those, right? I might put this high up just so we can unlock a little bit more. And there we go. We have the hand tools. Awesome. So we'll set like a... Well... Don't need loads, just 2 of each. Nails, probably 10. I don't know how many you get out of it, but then screws or rivets to 10. Fully in the Iron Age, though, and then we'll get some shears. That's quite good because you can... I'm assuming if you get sheep, that's what you can do. Now, the only thing that probably would be a good idea is some kind of barn, but I don't know how you get them in there. But once you're down here, look, you go right into stone fireplaces. Okay, that makes life 10 times easier. A cooking pot, pottage stew of whatever ingredients are on hand, so you can make stew. That's nice. Okay, fireproof vent, opened and closed. That's actually really good as well. And timbry, so planks, bark, tanning, smoked meat. Right. Okay, so when you get down here, then it's 10 times easier, isn't it? And a workbench, better workbench for tools. So I'm assuming it'd be better. Thresher. Carpentry. I love looking through all this stuff. Yeah, you can make proper like wooden plank houses and stuff. Cooperage, a place to craft barrels. Oh, can we make alcohol? Surprisingly important barrel. Let's have a look. And milk as well for drinking. Makes cheese and butter. A bathtub. Yeah, I mean, there's some really cool stuff that I think I'm going to have to do another playthrough to get to all of it because this one obviously isn't quick enough. I'm not doing that well on it, and I've already been going quite some time, I won't lie. I mean, nearly 50 days in already, so... But yeah, that's super cool. Alrighty, with these iron bits then, a longer lasting wall torch that does not emit sparks. This is so good. We're moving into stuff that actually makes our life better. But one of the big ones here, actually this kitchen now, we really should focus on potentially building one down this way. So you know what? I think I'm going to do that. Now, probably wasn't the best idea getting all this prepped, but I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway. Going to dismantle the 2 doors and all that. We're going to get all of this absolutely smashed through. All of that broken down. And yeah, we're going to set one up over here. Now, what I'll probably try... How many have I got? I've got a few hundred. So how many do we need for a peat wall? Oh my god, 1 wall is 10 bricks. This will take ages. But there's a stone fireplace and timbery as well. So we'll probably just go with... It kind of does need to be a rock wall. And it makes sense for it to be this way. So if we get some kind of like kitchen thing over this way... And the idea is maybe 2 walls, and then, well, we're unlocking loads now. See what I mean? It's kind of crazy. We'll get the gravel path going up to this, and then also a gravel path kind of coming off this as well. And then this will be the kitchen area. Honestly, tempted to do thatch roof. It's low probability, and it means we haven't got to do too many of them stones, because we're going to need all of this stone for the other stuff, and then we'll get all this kind of like moved over. I'll relocate the seeds and all that. Yeah, lesson learned. Now I know where we'd have that, right? And then this will also get over here. We could probably get that in the corner because it is a stone wall. And we're going to high priority all of that, hopefully, and get all that smashed out. Times are ticking. But yeah, loads of stuff. There's the meat smoker as well. I would be in favor of getting a meat smoker also in here. And when we get the campfire up, not having it so high, because we've also unlocked this timbery. Now, I've kind of become a bit of a workshop in here, so why not? And we're building down. Let's just go have a look. We're already stone fireplaces. These need to be in the houses, don't they? They need 10 ingots each, though. And they do throw sparks. They need a nice, big, warm fireplace. Let's actually rejig some of these as well. So I see farming. I don't know. Is it harvest that this is classed as? Yeah, it's classed as harvest plants, so let's maybe move harvest plants up to slightly more important. I've got loads of chopping that we're doing around here. Honestly, don't know why. Let's clear some of these jobs because they're not necessary. Oh, look at that. Hand tools are worth 40 a pop as well, so we could really start to make money. Now, I am selling a few baskets each time. It's just to cover the cost of our worker. It's quite necessary, but once this is in, I'm going to be quite happy. I think we need to focus on gathering some clay as well. So let's do that from these areas. And honestly, not a bad idea to probably grab someone else in. Let's hire a second person, and then we'll just focus on maybe selling some stuff. So I think Colin, look, is 3. He's going at 3 points per second, and we're almost halfway. Is it 100,000? Yeah, we're almost on... no, it's 10,000. We're almost on 5,000. So as long as we keep him... I mean, his cheerful nature is always going to make it go up anyway. So these are the type of people we need. Well fed is good. I don't know if there's anything else we can do, but yeah, we should be able to marry him off at some point. And then this other person, then we're going to have strict priorities and make sure that they are very much bean. You're going to harvest. This is already going up pretty quickly. Roof already going on, look. Actually, it's kind of crazy how quick they'll put up one of these houses if you actually have them high priority and them working on it and have the resources to hand, right? I've obviously had to switch to high prioritying the clay as well. We have loads anyway, so I can just kind of slow those down now. I just wanted to get a bunch in to make sure we're good, but I took all this down and we got loads back anyway, so we've got all the good stuff here. And you know what? Rent a bed, because you bring in cash too, so you can kind of negate any negatives for these guys as well. Just keep an eye. Colin actually is dropped because he's got public poop shame and he's feeling grouchy, so that's not good. Other one, not so bad though. I mean, he will go back up, but yeah, he is not happy with pooping in public, I guess. I mean, who is, I suppose? I should probably get rid of those and move them to a more appropriate place, like behind some bushes or something. I don't know what impacts it. What I will say about this game is it's quite well responsive to what you tell it to do as well, which is really, really nice. There's no, like, they don't go off and do their own thing if you set strict priorities, for example, or if I high priority something, they actually do it. Whereas obviously some colony sims, it can be a fight with the AI. So it seems to work quite well in this game, which makes me quite happy. There we go. Now, when he's asleep and he's well fed, he's good. We just need to make sure that he doesn't have to publicly be seen pooing, I guess. Oh, yeah, and bad talk is never good. That should go. Oh, being well fed is incredible. Look at that. Work plus 100 and mood plus 500. 1,000, sorry. Oh, we were doing so well. But yeah, the idea is to satisfy them and you are good, basically. I've got rats in the cave as well, so that's actually something that needs sorting. Get a couple of rat traps in there. I could put the cat bed in like around here, but the cats, I'd have to physically make it go in there, right? I don't even know if it's still alive, to be fair. I don't know, but we'll put rat traps in there anyway. And this is built. We've just got all the items now to go on. I'm going to let them go back to doing their own thing because there's a lot of harvest, as you can see, that needs to happen and all sorts. So we're looking fine though. Work related stuff. I mean, got the dried mushrooms. I'm going to look for another pick mushrooms. And if there are some nearby, we'll take them. I don't want to go too far afield, so we'll stick it to maybe around our area here, and that should be fine. Wow, the rat trap's quick. It does it very fast. Now the rats go through. Let's hunt that one because it's ran out. Although, does that catch one permanently? As long as they reset it, I think we're okay, actually. We can probably cancel that one. And there we go. We've unlocked the smoked meat now. So, smoked meat. Honestly, just do it forever. I'm going to change. I don't think we have smoked fish yet, but I'm going to high priority the cooking fire so I can change this out. We're going to turn off meat from that, and we're going to make sure we smoke it up. And there it is, meat smoking. This should be a bit quicker now as well. And in this one, we're going to... No, I don't want that. Get rid of the cooked meat. No more cooked meat. Thank you. What about pluck on a stick? I don't know if they... I'm guessing they don't smoke that. Yeah, it says raw meat, so we'll leave those ones. And you can carry on doing the eel. I'd like smoked fish at some point. There's not much desirability on the food, the smoked meat, but I want to see how long it lasts when we put it on these racks. I'm going to get rid of these poop holes. I'm going to put some better ones out there. So let's go, I mean, over on the back of the food or something. Couple of poop holes out this way. Let's get those highest priority as well. That way we should probably get rid of that negative debuff from everyone dumping in front of each other. Oh my god, my kitchen's caught fire. It was low priority and it's still... Oh man, this is why you need just absolute stone roofs, unfortunately. Luckily they do put them out quite quickly. It's caught onto the grass outside as well. Hey, we've unlocked planks. Oh, we can make branches from logs also, that's good. Now I know we are maybe 10, let's say 20 actually. I don't know how many of those we'll even need or if we'll even get onto that, but I'll start making them anyway. I'm pretty happy at the moment. We're looking good. Now, I think livestock, realistically, for a later game thing would be really, really sensible. A public poop shame's still happening, but Bean is almost at 7,000. So if I can get him doing more stuff, he'll be pretty happy. Let's make sure he's not doing any of that. There's nothing he really enjoys, so he's just a slow but steady one. This other guy, for some reason, is just super unhappy now. He likes to intimidate, so let's maybe put that at the top. Not that we can do it, right? I just see that their level goes down when they don't use it too, when it's high up. Can you see that? Oh, the other ones aren't going down. Is it when you get to a certain point, maybe? I don't know why that one's going down. Oh, the other things would be like getting his own big bedroom and that type of thing, which will make him happy. When we make our first planks, then we're going to pretty much... We don't have wool, though. But we're going to pretty much unlock all of this. There's a water trough. Water container for livestock. There's a hay trough and a grain trough. So that's how we'd get the livestock. So I should be able to put them in their own room, right? Mulch path as well. Ash bin, bark bin, coal bin, and gold ore pile. So all of the improved stuff is coming in. Honestly, with some of these larger stones, I should be able to at least finish off some flooring in here as well. That would look nice. I actually kind of want to just do this one. Do this whole house. And then I can move and assign a bed to Colleen. But move it in this way. Right, we'll give him his own like bit of a room. Now sleeping when there's no light they like, but daytime they like the lights. It's kind of hard to make sure you get it right, really. But yeah, we'll see if this helps get him up. It might be quicker to try and get his up, to be honest. We'll see. I could do the same for this guy. It's going back down now because of the public poop shame. So moving those didn't really make a difference. I've just seen, if I click Clanslet, you can kind of see what they trade and sell. And you have a reputation bar with each. So if we get to max reputation, you have more trade items. So the higher rep you get with each one, with job seekers, all that sort of stuff. Okay. Can we sell directly from here then? No. It just kind of gives you an overview of what they buy then. Right, Beans at 7,500 and climbing. The other guy has left because I think he was too unhappy. Now, Catherine is jolly. Wow, Dr. Baby Care is super high, but this is a bit rubbish. So I'm going to tell you to go away. Well, I think all of this affects these guys, right? Yeah, you get a spawn chance for each one. I get it. So if you can level them up, you'll get... Although they have different values. You've got 60% chance from Graham every time. He lives on the coast to spawn these guys, but... If we can get to 1 star, look, you unlock loads more trade options. Ah, I think I know what you do with the poop hole, actually. You'd build, like, a little toilet. That makes sense. Silly me. So, like, a little public toilet, some holes. I could just have a singular stall, right? That makes sense. With a little doorway. Let's high priority this, then, and see if this kind of works as something we can do. And then we literally just slap a little poop hole in there. That makes sense, right? And then we get rid of at least one of these. I get rid of both, actually. I'm going to build 2 of these. So hopefully they can go for 1 in the comfort of... Well, no roof, but does it matter? Do we need a roof on there? Probably not. Why didn't I think of that before? Like, that's really silly. Oh, well. Because it's really quite straightforward, actually. I can just stick these bad boys on and get a second one there. So we have 2 toilets. It kind of makes sense now. So I shouldn't be able to affect these. So hopefully I can get this going up then. Never hit that down thing because it seems to be only one really where we were losing points. Ah, why didn't I figure that out earlier? That's actually annoying me now. Like, but that's good that I figured that out. I mean, he hasn't dropped too far. Where is Bean from? Because you get clan reputation. Was he from Graham? Clan Graham? Yeah. Although, so I guess as we send him away, if we sent him, we'd earn 12 rep now because we've had him as a worker. I think I understand that's how you can build political advantage with some of these then. So it is quite important taking people on, really, isn't it? And then Hex, obviously renting will build them as well, right? I get it. So as long as they're happy when they rent, it all makes perfect sense now. Right, I'm going to go out, probably see if we get even more mushrooms. There should be a few more spawning up. And there is. That's good news. Don't want to go too far. I know over here, though, there are loads. But if we can keep it relative to this area, that'd be great. I might give this this bed over to Bean, actually. But Bean is going up. Large room and well fed, +2. Hoping this one classes a large room. It does say large room in the top left, so that's pretty good. I guess the other side of it is having it nice. So if I just... So environment, as an example, should help. Oh, he's so close. I'm going to marry you off, big boy. How long is this well fed going to last for, though? It doesn't actually say. I guess just here, food. Can you, like, force them to go eat? Witnessed poop. Why? No one needs to see that. Like, why are you witnessing poop? Oh, look at this. Huge room, 3 per second. Well fed. Fireside, 2 seconds. Nice. Yeah, this is great. They look awesome once the stone's in, don't they? So this game, honestly, to me, looks like when the better graphics of RimWorld when you mod it, if that makes sense. So modded RimWorld normally when I play, or when I used to play, to have the sharper graphics. And this is kind of how it looks. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go back to this. Is there anything we want to buy? Really, with these resources, it's not a bad thing to just kind of buy it off them. We can always make a lot of money, and it saves us having to cut quite a bit down, if I'm honest. So... Flour's got to be the easiest. Just cut them down and sell them. And I do think it adds a bit of reputation points, so it's pretty handy. Look at this. This one makes her happy cooking. Maybe we could hire her as a cook as well. I don't know. These are the things you can do, right? Like, I want to focus on one at a time. I love that now that I figured that out, next time I play, you basically rush to this stuff and get it going. Now, almost into autumn again, so we might want to harvest some of these berries, because we'll be able to dry them, right? We now can, which is very, very nice. So I'm going to take away... I'll probably keep the brose coming, actually, but make dried berries a bit higher. We got it on 30. So dried meat, dried berries, dried mushrooms. We have food for plenty of days. How are you doing, Mr. Happy Man? You're almost there, aren't you? Oh, he's almost there, guys. Ah, he's literally... Oh, no, don't. Go and eat. Quick. He's going to eat. Eat something good. That's it. Huge room. Well, turtle head. Hopefully going in there then. Low light's not good, but filthy. Oh, God. No, it's not bad. We're fine. We are good. Look at that clan rep. Now, so if I was to send him away now, look, we'd earned 95 rep with that clan, but I was hoping to obviously get him, if that makes sense. He's got his own room anyway, so this should go in because it classes as a large witness poop. Why are you I don't understand why he's witnessing poop. There should be no reason to be doing that. Look at that private room. That's how you get it, 4 per second. So we're about to marry him off, I think, to Lilius. There we go. Bean wants to join Clan Wallace. Thank you, Bean. So we need a double bed in here then. Game's awesome, man. I love it. Let's do that. Let's destroy that one now because we don't gotta worry about him being too happy. And we'll get that in for these guys. So they've got their own little house. And honestly, oh, it's Clan Grey. Look, doing that. Did it up this? I have no idea. But that's really, really cool. So someone died. No, 3, 6, 7, 8. We now have 8 clan members. So we've gone up and 2 died. So that's how you build them up then. Build that satisfaction. Get it moving and you are good. And we've managed to get our task list nice and low down. Got loads of resources now, which is good. So we did a much better job with that one to kind of get things back to where we want them. And I'm happy with where we're at. Honestly, guys, I think this is where we're going to leave this one. But I will say to you, if you have enjoyed, let me know because I would love to do another proper one and build out with everything we've learned. I wouldn't carry this one on. I'd make a brand new one because there's loads of things I've already in my head thinking that I could change and I'd get so far ahead by doing it, right? So let me know on that anyway. And as always, if you do like the video, please do hit the thumbs up for me. It really does help. And if you aren't subscribed, why not? Please go ahead and do that as well. We're very close to 50k. And last but not least, if you do want to support me that little bit extra, do check out the memberships on the channels for some nice little logos next to it. I think there's some custom emotes if I ever do go live as well, which might happen in the near future, but I don't know. Let me know anyway. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.